Hello, 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 coolers. How are we all doing on this Monday night? It's Monday Night Football here on Barça Live, and I, for one, I'm really looking forward to this Barça game after a weekend which has had the football discourse dominated by semantics of the English language, interpretation of phrasal verbs and their meanings, technicalities. I'd like to talk about football today. Barca have a chance to make a leap up in the standings. If we win, we go top of the standings because Real Madrid and Atlético de Madrid drew their games at the weekend, so it's an important game at the Olympic Stadium of Montjuic against a Rayo Vallecano side that's been hot lately in La Liga. Marc Brau has the lineups for us. Marc, do it.
Hi Robert, how are you? Good evening from Estadio Olímpic. Luis Companys. What a game tonight against Rayo Vallecano. Before Christmas, we were sad after the defeats against Leganés, Atlético de Madrid. After Christmas with the draw in Getafe, but tonight we have a very special match. If we win tonight, we will be again the leaders of La Liga. So we need the 3 points. We will face tonight Rayo Vallecano, who is right now one of the best teams of the league. But today, we only need to win. We must win if we want to be the champions and we want to be the leaders again. We have the lineup. Remember that for tonight's game, Marc-André ter Stegen, Marc Bernal and Andreas Christensen are out due to injuries, and Fermin is out due to the suspension that he received after the red card he received in Sevilla last Sunday. So let's go with the lineup with 2 changes since last game against Sevilla. 2 changes in defense. Héctor Fort and Pau Garcia are coming in. Jules Koundé and Araujo will start on the bench. Tonight, Barça will play with Wojciech Szczesny at the goal, with 4 players at the back, with Alejandro Valdes the left back, with Héctor Fort as a right back, with Íñigo Martínez and Cubarsí our centre backs tonight, with Frenkie de Jong tonight, our captain, playing as a holding midfielder, with Pedri and Gavi, and the Tridente, Lamine Yamal at the right, Rafinha at the left, and Lewandowski as a striker will be our forwards tonight. So, that's gonna win tonight. We could be the leaders.
Thank you very much, Marc. There is Barca's lineup for you. Rate it from 1 to 10. 1, the lowest score, 10, the highest. You can do that on our live chat. Leave your thoughts on the chat and we'll read some of the comments out. Are you happy with this lineup for this important game against Rayo Vallecano? Joining me here in the studios, Spencer Siegel, Irati Vidal. How are we doing, guys?
It's nice to be back all
We're
together.
back again.
Yeah.
Let's go.
Team 22-23 back together again, eh?
We won a league. Let's do it
We
again.
did win a league.
You
with
know-
this shirt right there.
You know who that 22-23 season started against?
Oh, it was a 0-0 against Rayo Vallecano when Robert Van Eckhout said, hey, we started this way a couple of years ago and won the title too. I remember that. I remember you said that. We were on the old set.
There you go. Irati,
I
nice to
hope
have you
it's
back.
a win despite today.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I came here for goals.
Well, aren't we all looking forward to some goals tonight? Comments from our fans. Kondwani Manuke, 8 out of 10. I'm worried about Héctor Fort's position. No need to be worried. Miriam Al-Mufti says 10 out of 10. Gurklos says an 8. Beanie Ronaldo says 7.5 out of 10. SDC Motive says 7.5 as well. Guys, your thoughts on tonight's lineup?
I love it. Like, I think the lineup shows the importance of the game for Hansi Flick, because if we win today, we go up to the first position in La Liga, and that's an opportunity that maybe some months ago there were negative people that were saying, bah, we lost La Liga, like there's no way, and we are back there. And there was someone saying that is worried about the floor. I'm thrilling. I want to see him there because I think he has talent, he has shown, and of course there's a lot of competitive, like the level has grown up so much this season, and it's difficult to give minutes to Héctor Fort, so I'm really waiting for seeing him.
What we do know is that there'll be 11 pairs of well-rested legs.
Well, that's the thing. You've got this game now and then another week to just chill. And that's why this game is on a Monday, and it's not the worst thing in the world because they've been off since last Sunday.
Yeah.
So now you can rest up not only from this game moving forward, but what you've had also. They don't play again until next weekend. And then you're going to have to work and incorporate the Copa and the Champions League and all of that. But take advantage of the time while you can.
Yeah, you've got another clean week this week. Carolina says 9 out of 10. I want Eric Garcia on that pitch. understandable because Eric Garcia has been playing very well as of late. He might get some minutes in the second half. Good news that Cubarsí and Íñigo Martínez are paired up once again after the Íñigo Martínez injury. There is the lineup for you. I would like to ask you on the live chat, who do you think the key player for today will be? Will it be Héctor Fort starting for the first time in a long while? Will it be Pedri anchoring the midfield and directing Barca creatively? Or Robert Lewandowski seeing Kylian Mbappe right behind him in the Pichichi race?
I think it's going to be Pedri, the way Rayo is playing this season. Like, they are doing great. They are fighting for the 5th position in the Liga. That might give an extra Champions League spot this season in La Liga. So it's not going to be easy, and I think it's really important to control the ball, to have the ball and control that midfield.
Yeah, I like Pedri, but I do think that if we're talking about these three players, it's hard to differentiate because Lewandowski is chasing that Pichichi, but he won't care who scores the goals today because I don't think with the way that Rayo have been playing, this doesn't feel like one of those 5-6 goal outbursts that we're getting used to now. So lock it down in defense and making the right pass, I'm going to go with Héctor Fort.
Okay, Julia47 says Pedri, definitely. Joker says Pedri as well. Meriam Al-Mufti also saying Pedri, lots of Pedri. Shadowblade, football dude. Mustafa as well. Kasper says Lewandowski. I've got a few votes for Lewandowski as well. Agustin Wilmot and Neil Lacan. Got a few Héctor Forts. Beanie Ronaldo, for example. Some appreciation for Héctor Fort, who was picked today by Hansi Flick ahead of Jules Koundé in that right-back position. Hansi Flick talked to Marbrau just a few minutes ago. Let's go and listen to what our head coach had to say.
A few minutes to start the game that Barca will play today against Rayo Vallecano. As usual, we are with our coach, with Hansi Flick. Hansi, how are you?
Hello, I'm good, thanks.
Well, a long week, no games during the last week, 8 days at the last game. So how do you see the team? More fresh, so it was good for the team this week?
I think it was good for everyone, and yeah, I think we are ready. The team shows really, when the last 4 days, really good intensity, good quality in the training. And also they have fun to train, they have fun to enjoy also to play with each other. So it's really good as a coach to see that.
What kind of game do you expect today? You said yesterday in the press conference, you said to me that Rayo usual press very high, also away. So do you expect a quite similar game for the first part of the season?
We will see, but yes, we think about that they also try to press us very high and yeah, we know how we want to do it and against them, and hopefully the player do it on the pitch.
The last one, you said yesterday, of course you don't want to look to the standings, but for the people it would be important to be the leader again. So I don't know if you see special hunger in your players today, or it has to be like the normal game.
No, it's like this. We are looking for this match, for every match. So we don't look on the table. I think it's very important now. It's not to be afraid about this situation. We have to enjoy this. We have to show our quality, how good we are, and this is the things, you know. And the players are really doing great in the training, and this is the best situation.
Like last games. Good luck.
Thank you very much.
Our coach talking about tonight's game. Special hunger. We want to be the leader, but the team has to enjoy playing football, and of course we will enjoy if Barca will play fine tonight, and it's winning the 3 points.
Let's hope we get a good game of football tonight, an entertaining one. Entertainment is what you can find on Barca One as well. All of your Blaugrana content, all of your Barca content on one platform. You've got games from this season going all the way back in history. You've got the highlights of games, of course. You've got interviews with players. Have you checked out One to One? It's a new series of interviews that we're launching on Barca One, in which we've already had Pau Cubarsí in this studio. We've had Gerard Martin, we've had Pedri, and we've had Alexia Putellas as well. There are many more to come, so be sure to check that out. Let's take a look at Rayo Vallecano's lineup, a team that are on fire as of late in La Liga, right now in 6th position and looking to climb. They are playing with Batalla in goal, with Ratiu, Lejeune, Mumin and Chavarria at the back. In midfield, Pate Cis and Pedro Diaz, De Frutos, Isi and Alvaro, the attacking midfielders up front. Randy Enteca. Guys, they gave us a lot of trouble in match day 3 of La Liga.
Yeah, and they're on quite a bit of rest too because they didn't play last weekend. They played last Friday. And this team is hot, and Batalla is one of the most informed keepers in La Liga right now. He saved a couple of penalties in that game to save it for Rayo and pick up 3 points. The way this team is playing, it's no wonder that we always struggle with them. I'm wondering what it's going to look like tonight because while they're very effective at home, because they've got that really small pitch at Vallecas, I think Barça spreading things out a little bit more on the larger pitch of Montjuic is going to help Barça's case in finding the spaces.
Yeah, also because they press a lot, like Hansi Flick said it there, like they press high, so I think if Barca is confident with the feet, and maybe that's why Cubarsí came in today to bring the ball from Barca's area, because if you go through that pass, that first pressing line, then you will have space to put Rafinha and Lamine running.
There is Rayo's lineup for you, a team that will definitely make it tough for Barca tonight. I was talking to you a minute ago about the one-to-one interview format that we've got on Barca 1. I don't know if you were listening, I don't know if you were paying attention to what I was saying, but our guest the player, is photographs of these players who've been interviewed in this set where Irati and Spence are sitting right now on that couch.
That looks like my seat.
It might be, maybe it's you.
That would be
Could
funny.
be cool.
Wait.
It is almost the
It
same
looks
shot.
like you.
Yeah. Who might that be, Spencer?
Is it you?
Is it me? I'm going to say it's either Pedri.
You're saying that's Pedri. Okay.
I don't remember the other season.
Well,
Urqulo
that's
says
my
Pedri.
guess.
Zain says
I've seen-
Pedri. Mini says Pedri. Pablo Vázquez says Pedri. I am McOwl says Pedri. Meriam Al-Mufti, Imposter, Mala. Everyone says Pedri. What if it's not Pedri?
It is Pedri.
It is Pedri.
You think it's Pedri?
Yeah. Oh, look at that guy. I saw him looking at
You
the
look
Barca
similar,
official
eh?
intelligence the other day.
Oh,
Yeah, we
yes.
look the same.
He or his evil twin joined us here in the studio the other day for Barca Live against Sevilla. It was weird because he was also on the pitch.
On the pitch, it must have been his evil twin.
It must have been Pedri's evil twin, who was very nice to us. I mean, he didn't cause any trouble. or
Ah,
anything.
okay, good.
Hands up on the live chat if you have watched that interview on Barca 1, the one-to-one with Pedri. Irati, who's
I
that?
don't remember the names you said. Because
Don't
I've
give
seen,
her a clue.
I've seen the Pedri's one and the Alexia's. She's not Alexia.
That's not Alexia.
Doesn't look like Alexia. And I don't remember.
Why are you looking at me?
So you give me some clue.
I would benefit from beating you in this game, so I'm not going to help you.
There are a lot of Fermins here. Imposter 2.0, Mohammed.
Has Fermin come?
Julia47 has the correct answer, by the way. So does Gurklos.
Small
Where's
intelligence.
Gurklos from? Gurklos, you're here every day. Let me know where you're from. I'll read the comment.
Then I will say Fermin.
Okay.
Sí.
Musa Kamara has the correct answer as well. You said Fermin. It rhymes with Fermin, but it is in fact Gerard Martin.
Ah,
That
almost.
is the correct answer. Gerard
Well,
Martin.
he's from La Masia. I was close.
Yeah. And he came to this studio to celebrate his contract extension, his contract renewal. The final one is for the two of you. Who might that be, Spencer and Irati?
That looks like it, por
Are you,
No?
I think if we're going to, obviously, you got that one wrong. I had it right all the way.
You have to remember that.
I think you might. I think you might have to think about somebody else who's very young, and who might have like a cut on their face. Can't see it because it's a question mark, but
True. It was the first one, indeed, the first interview, right?
Exactly.
Because I saw it. Yeah. Yeah, I saw it.
Cubarsí.
Cubarsí.
Cubarsí. Put it on already. We know what it is. Come on.
is it?
Yeah,
Is
it
it?
is. Yeah, it is. Come on.
He came on this show to celebrate his birthday. Since then, he's extended his contract with Barca as well. Great news. Great news.
Nice birthday gift.
Yeah, and since the start of the year, contract extensions, contract renewals for Pedri, for Gavi, for Gerard Martin, for Pau Cubarsí. I mean,
That's amazing
securing the
news.
future.
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
amazing news for
Love to see it.
Barca. And there is the huddle that ends the warm-up for the Barca players. We've got about 15 minutes to go until kickoff. The lineup is as follows, with Szczęsny in goal, Héctor for Cubarsí, Íñigo Martínez and Balde at the back, with Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield, Lamine Yamal, Gavi, Rafinha's the attacking midfielders, and the Pichichi Robert Lewandowski up front. What will Barca need to do in today's game?
They're going to have to take their chances for starters, because I don't know that they're going to get so many of them. Rayo are pretty good at staying in front of the ball, blocking shots. But exploit the space. That's what we were saying earlier.
Yeah.
You got to find that space.
And speed, like it cannot be like low possession, like horizontal. It has to be a lot of speed. That's why today I think it's really important. Like both Rafinha and Lamine, they move a lot.
Rafinha taking his final shots of the warm-up there, as we can see on our screens. In the last game against Rayo Vallecano, it was movement on the bench that made it for Barca, that made it happen. It was Dani Olmo coming on in the second half. He starts from the bench today, and we'll see if he comes on in the second half. Marc Brau, stand in front of the camera if you are ready, and you can take over.
Hello.
There he is.
Hello. How are you? How are you? I was just watching to the shots of Lamine Yamal and Rafinha, just trying to guess how many goals those players could score tonight. So I'm very excited tonight, like Champions League game, guys. So I'm very excited. I was very sad after the games against Leganés and Atletico Madrid. I'm like a kid tonight. So all the day just suffering for the game. I'm very, very excited to win tonight against Rayo Vallecano. We can be the leaders again too.
Marc, when was the last time we played on a Monday? Is that a question on your quiz?
Well, no, it's not a question on my quiz. I don't remember at all, but I can say that the last time we played against Rayo Vallecano on Monday, we lost.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks
do
for
you
that.
Maybe we didn't need that.
Do you want to keep talking about games on Monday or not, everyone?
No.
No, but remember that usually Barca don't play that day because we have many games in Tuesday, Wednesday or Thursday. But as you said, long week, the last one, we were just on the sofa watching the Champions League games, the same as this week. So it's good. It was good for the team. Was one of the questions I asked to Hansi Flick that many days ago we played the last game against Sevilla. Many things happened in La Liga. So finally, tonight could be the game to be also on the top of the standings again.
Let's hope so. 3 points would put us at the top of the standings. Right, Marc, you've got a quiz for us.
Yeah, and not Monday question, as I said, because last time we played against Rayo Vallecano on Monday, I don't know if you remember that game. They scored in the first part of the game with a lot of attempts in the second half, so I don't think it's good to talk about this.
It has to be a long time ago if Robert doesn't remember.
Yeah, it was 2 years ago. It was 3 seasons ago, but 2 years ago. It was the first season with Xavi on the bench, so long time ago. But let's go with some quiz. So first of all, I'm very glad to have the GOATs again in Barca Studios, Spence and Ratti. Yeah, I'm very pleased to be with you again, so in the show. And I have some special questions for you. Yeah, I'm very happy and I'm very excited. So you have to understand me, guys. So let's go with the first one. The first for you, Spence. You talk about how difficult it was to win against Rayo Vallecano in match day 3. It was long time ago. It was at the end of August. And that time, the key player was Dani Olmo, who in fact played his first Barca game that time. Barca won that game 2-1, but Spence and Barcelona fans texting in our chat, do you remember when Dani Olmo scored that winning goal? It was 77 minutes, 81 or 82?
The difference between 81 and 82. Was it on the turn?
This is a tough one.
And I think it was 81 and a half.
Thank you. Very helpful.
81 and 40 seconds.
Listen, the only thing I can do in this situation is go with what my gut instinct is telling me. And for some reason, there's a 2 in my head, so I'm going to say 82.
Remember that if it's 81 and a half, it's 82 at all. And it's fine, Spence. Very proud of you. 82.
You see, I told you.
Yeah, you had it all the way, Ati.
Scored his first Barca goal. So first minutes for him with Barca shirt and scoring the winning goal at the end of the game. So it was an incredible debut for Dani Olmo. So let's go with the second one, Irati. I have to say that it's difficult.
Of course, as always, Mark.
I have to say, as always said, Alex also says, Natalie says, so I have to say that it's difficult, and maybe you cannot know, but it's good to know exactly the lot of time that we didn't score against Rayo Vallecano in Spotify Camp Nou.
Wow.
Last season, we played here, we won 3-0 with 2 goals of Pedri, 1 of Lewandowski, but do you remember who scored the last goal against Rayo in Spotify Camp Nou? Luis Suarez, Messi, or Piqué?
Woo!
Long time ago.
Good luck.
I think because of the name, it just has to be Messi. Just because Messi.
I will give you
I
a
mean,
key.
the chances are high because he used to score a lot. So
I will give you a key. Barca won 3-1 that game, and those 3 players scored.
So who scored the
Thank
last
you.
goal?
That's a great
Thank
clue.
you. I keep with Leo Messi.
The first goal was scored by Piqué.
Okay.
The second was scored by Messi, and the last one was scored by Luis Suarez. I put that question in the quiz just to comment that the next 2 games at the Spotify Camp Nou, Barca couldn't score against Rayo. The next one was in 2022, the game that I told you was on Monday. We lost 1-0 against Rayo, and the last game in the Spotify Camp Nou was the first game of the season, the game that we won the league, 22-23. It was 0-0. It was a draw. The first game against Rayo, of course, last game against them. We won them here in Montjuic. It was the last game of the season last year here in Montjuic. And let's go with the last one, Robert. I told you many times, not all the Barca Live fans, but I told you many times that the first time I was on Barca Stadium was in a game against Rayo Vallecano. It was in 1996, long time ago. I was 7 years old. But just for talking a little bit from Barca's history, do you remember what was the score for my first Barca Rayo?
Of course I do.
6-0, 0-0, or 3-0 for Barca.
Of course I do. And before I answer, Alia in the previous question had said they all scored, but Suarez scored the last one, and this was
Well done.
before you.
Wow.
You all said that. So
Impressive.
Kudos to Alia. And yeah, I mean, I know this one because I know the result of Barça Rayo in 96-97 because I remember the game.
I bet Mitchell was playing in that one.
Maybe. And I also know because Marc Brau has told this story many a times. And Marc Brau talks a lot as well.
Yeah, he does.
He does. But I listen to him, and I remember the
Sometimes
the score.
He talks that much that yesterday Hansi Flick in the press conference said, like, you asked one question and here there's 2.
Well, that game in which Bobby Robson was our head coach ended in a 6-0 win for Barca, and Bobby Robson was surprised because there was some booing in the stands because the game wasn't entertaining enough. 6-0.
Wow.
6-0, it's fine, Ro. Yeah. Barca legends played that game and scored at that game, Luis Enrique, Ronaldo. So I have to say that I have
Sergi
a picture.
Barjuan scored a cracker of a goal.
I have a picture at home that day, so it was not only the first game that I watched in Spotify Camp Nou. I had a photo with Barca players that time, and I have to explain that many times after that photo, when Luis Enrique was a Barca coach, I give him the photo, and he said, "Oh, Pito Abelardo with her," one of the center-backs of Barca, who is right now bald. So this is a small joke just to know that this is one of the scores that Barca got against Rayo Vallecano. It was in 1996, and I don't have many times, so I don't have time to make a quick run of my secret numbers, so I will give you very quickly my secret numbers for tonight's game. Remember, stats related with the game, 47, 3, and 9. All those numbers are related with tonight's game. Not easy, I have to say, but while you are guessing what those numbers could be, I will say you what those numbers are. 47, it's important because it's the amount of goals that Barca have scored in Montjuic this season. And the media, the average of Barca this season is 3 goals per game. So if we score 3 goals tonight, we will get 50 goals at home. Incredible numbers. Number 3 is the number of consecutive wins that we achieved in La Liga. It's important to say that because remember the last game of 2024 we lost against Las Palmas, Leganés and Atlético de Madrid. We got a draw against Getafe, but we won the last 3 games of La Liga. Number 9 is very important. It's the number of games unbeaten for Barca and Rayo. I have to say that Barca are 11 games unbeaten this week, but we have won 9 games this 2025. But it's important to relate it, the number 9, between Barca and Rayo, because 9 is the number of games that Rayo haven't lost consecutive in La Liga. Last game that Rayo lost in La Liga was the 1st of December, before Christmas, long time ago. So the game is about to start. I will give you my prediction. I think that will be the same score as the 3-1 that I explained in 2019. So 3-1 for Barça, and I have to go.
You know,
And I will shut up a little bit. Yeah, of course. Bye-bye.
Thank you very much, Mark. Give us your
think-
score predictions on the live chat. What do you think the score will be? You're all predicting 3 goals. You're predicting the same as Mark.
Mark is predicting the same as me.
Okay.
I had it in my head this morning when I woke up and rolled out of bed. I was like, I got to give Jordi Cochran, our guest, the score. I have to give it 3-1.
and I said Jordi 3-1, and he's like, you cannot say, like already 2 persons said it. So I said 3-0.
Oh, so you actually think 3-1?
I'm
yeah.
against that
So
rule.
I think
No, I think you should be on
it's
the
going
3-1
to
train.
be.
I think
It's
3-1.
going to
And
be 3-1.
And I would give you
yeah.
credit for it. But I won't give you credit if it's 3-0.
Yeah.
I'll give
Yeah.
you credit if
Okay,
it finishes
okay.
3-1. But if it finishes 3-0, you can't
They
say...
force me to
yeah,
change.
yeah, you can't be
Yeah.
like, I guessed it right. No.
Jordi Cochran and Joan Bagnol, let's change it. Irati wants a 3-1. Let's give her a 3-1.
Give her what she wants.
Give the lady what she wants. I'm going 5-1. I think even though Rayo are doing well this season, Barça are doing even better. And we're at home and we're rested. We haven't played in 8 days. And I want to see a high-scoring game. So that's what I'm
You are
predicting.
off your rocker. You're in a rocking chair and you're off of it right now.
That is what many have said this season when people have predicted high-scoring games, and Barça have proven that. Well, I mean, it's what is it? An average of three a game.
Mm-hmm.
Scored 4 in Sevilla.
Mm-hmm.
We scored what was it? 5 in Valencia.
Mm-hmm.
We scored 5 in Portugal.
We did a lot of things.
We did a lot of things. So who's to say? Who's to say we can't score 5 tonight? Maybe even Ronaldinho comes to the show and joins us and gives us that 5 goal spirit that he seems to have. Every time we have Ronaldinho on the show, Barca score 5 goals. Right, comments from our live chat. What are they predicting? That's what I'm interested in right now. Send us your predictions. Denzel Lucero, that's a cool name, says 3-2 to Barca. Osvaldo Ramirez says 4-3. What else? More predictions. Joker says 1-0 win to Barca. Ooh. Imposter 2.0 says 3-0. Alia says same as Irati, 3-0. No, not same as Irati, because Irati now
Now
wants a
I'm going to
3-1.
regret because it's going to be a 3-0.
Now, Watermelon Yum says, oh, watermelon is yum. 3-0, as same as Imposter 2.0. Monta Country Balls says 5-2. Amadou Sisai says 5-1. Mala says 6-1. Carolina says 3-1 because I am not jinxing it. And Alia says, si us plau, ens pots donar més paraules en català? Very correct. Very correctly
Molt bé,
written
molt bé.
by Alia.
Well
We
done,
will.
Google
Molt bé.
Translate. No, I'm just kidding out. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure.
We will, though we may be focusing on some phrasal verbs today as well in the
Catalan
English,
or English?
language.
Oh.
We may. I mean, because there's been, a lot of
What are you
analysis.
talking about, Robert?
Tommy Quayman says 5-1, we need to prove a point. Yes, we do. We need to prove a point, and what we need to do, guys, if we can get the standings on our screens right now, what we need to do is make that leap up from 3rd to 1st. We've had the chance to cut the distance in the past. We've had a chance to take advantage of others' mistakes in the past this season, and we've had draws against Getafe, defeats against Leganés. We can't have that happen today. We need to get back into that 1st position.
It's what they did in the last couple of games where these goals have been piling up. Win the game in the first half.
Oh.
Easier said than
Yeah.
done, of course, but go get it now. Go get it early and don't have to do it in the second half.
And there's a thing from yesterday's press conference, like Hansi Flick kept repeating, like this team is enjoying playing together, training together, and I think that's the key for today.
Right, well, we're seeing the players come out with children wearing the Blaugrana bracelets, which is an initiative which was presented at the end of last week, celebrating or marking, not celebrating, of course, marking the International Childhood Cancer Day, which was on Saturday, 15th of January. Barça and the Barça Foundation have launched the Blaugrana Bracelets project in support of seriously ill children and young people, inspired in the Red Bracelets TV series, which was a Catalan TV series, which was very successful about a decade ago. And yes, our round of applause, of course, for that initiative and all the support in the world for these terribly ill and sick children who today had the chance to walk out with the Barca players, and through this initiative of the Blaugrana bracelets the cause will receive funding and all the help that they need. Right, we are ready to go. Barca's lineup is as follows, with Tech Stinsny in goal, Victor Ford, Cubarsí, Íñigo and Balde at the back, with Frenkie de Jong and Pedri in midfield, Lamine Yamal, Gavi and Rafinha as the attacking midfielders, Lewandowski up front. Guys, we're playing on a Monday. Is this a blue Monday? Is this a manic Monday?
This is a perfect Monday.
There was a Super Bowl commercial last weekend where the song was Monday, Monday, and there were a bunch of sloths who were going through the Monday doldrums. Monday's usually blue, but today it's blau.
Or is it Blaugrana?
I hope it's Blaugrana.
Thank you. Thank you. Thanks for somebody. I just threw a softball. Someone just needed to hit it out of the park. There you go. Baseball terminology.
There you go. Right, and well, let's baseball it over to Marc Brau. Marc, what is the atmosphere like at the stadium on this Monday night?
Cold night, I have to say. I didn't expect that. Fortunately, I got a lot of jackets tonight, some gloves and a scarf, because it's colder than I expected, but colder just for the weather, because I think that culés are really looking forward for tonight's game. Many fans on the standings. Fortunately, Spain's on Barça studio, not on the stadium. So all the good things are right to come to end with 3 points for Barça. First of all, I have to say that the atmosphere is like the greatest nights. Of course, we face Rayo Vallecano, but as I said, and it's important to know that for the people tonight, it's like a final. We want to be the leaders. Of course, there's many games to end the championship, but it's like a Champions League night, guys. Big atmosphere here.
Well, and we need that big atmosphere in order to make the leap in the standings, waiting for the ball to get rolling at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. And as Marc said, a big atmosphere. Mar Bernal was in the stands. He got injured against Rayo Vallecano. That was
True, it was against him.
in match day 3 of La Liga. Here we go. The ball is rolling and Barca have possession after recovering it. Rayo had the kickoff and Barca recovered very quickly. Here's Pedri bringing the ball down.
Stop it, Pedri. Already
out to Lamine Yamal. Ooh. What's that?
What's happened? Oh, I get it. Ha 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 ha. Ha ha. Yeah. Ha ha.
It's blue, like
Rayo.
Rayos.
It's Rayos.
It's lightning.
Yeah.
In case you didn't know, in the Spanish language, the word rayo means lightning.
I mean, just look at that crest right up there on the screen that you
Yep.
see for Rayo's logo, right? Oh, look at that. First try. Right here. That's a beautiful little lightning bolt. They have one of the best first kits this year, I believe.
It's a lightning bolt, yes,
Yeah.
a rayo. Why don't we fill the live chat with rayos? Give us some rayos, but in support of Barca.
That makes no sense.
Yeah,
what,
that's
what,
the goal.
what are you trying to do to us? Why?
Is it
Or
contra
or umbrellas? Because when it...
I think they break with the Rayo, right?
Oh dear. What? What? What do you need, Artificial Intelligence?
I think it's time to deliver the score prediction today. Yeah, you forgot about me again, as always. All of you people think it's going to be 3-1. Even Irati thought it was going to be 3-1. No, it's going to be 3-0, and I'm going to be the only person that gets it right.
That's unfair.
Okay, so yeah.
Wow.
Maybe it's not Blue Monday or Blaugrana Monday. Maybe it's Cyber Monday.
Wow. That was harsh.
I think it's going to be 3-1 now.
That was harsh on you.
Just for that.
Yeah, you don't
I
wanna
will
go.
go down there to score a goal against Tech, just so it's not 3-0.
Wow.
Okay, so 3-0 for the Barca official intelligence. You can keep your predictions coming in the live chat. Guys, who do you think the first scorer will be as well? Lewandowski, Lamine Yamal, Rafinha. I'm going to go Lamine Yamal because I have him on my fantasy team. I had Rafinha, someone took him from me, and I went out and signed Lamine Yamal.
I think I'm going out of the box saying Pedri.
I was also going to go out of the box, but someone who's overdue to score a goal is Gavi.
Okay. Someone who's overdue is Lamine Yamal as well, I would say.
True.
Marc Brau, who is going to score the first goal for Barca?
I will go for Lewandowski because he scored against Rayo in match day 3, but the goal was disallowed due to the VAR for a foul of Jules Koundé. So Lewandowski deserves to score against Rayo too. Remember that we are counting the number of goals that Lewandowski has scored with Barca. 90 goals, only 10 behind 100.
Wow.
10 to go. Marc, there was this stat floating around. Wait a minute, because the ball's played through to Rafinha. Rafinha on the left. Rafinha puts the cross inside. The header by Lewandowski goes wide. First chance for Barca, and it was Robert Lewandowski off of a cross by Rafinha. First chance, Marc.
What a chance, and Gavi was complaining a little bit because he was in a better position for the header. And Gavi told Lewandowski, oh, it was a good ball for me, but yeah, told Lewandowski that the ball is for you when the ball is in the small box.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah.
Good luck with that. Good luck with
It's true that Gavi was coming, running, and Lewandowski was right there, but I mean, it's Robert.
Marc, I have a question for you from Spencer Galliano on the live chat. How long is the Fermin ban? How long is he out for?
Only one game. Only one game. It was a direct red card, but it's only one game. Fortunately, he didn't say nothing to the referee.
No.
Whoa.
No, Fraserberg.
And he didn't touch his nose, so it's very important to.
Yes.
So Fermin will be back with the team next Saturday against Las Palmas.
Vete ya. Vete ya, Marc Brau. Vete ya.
No, I mean, what I do guess...
What do you mean? ¿Vete ya o vete a aquel sitio de allí, por favor, si tienes voluntad? So what way you told me this?
Are you asking politely? Are you asking profanely?
I'm telling you to buzz off. That's a new
Off?
one for you.
Off?
Buzz
Okay.
off.
Off?
Off. Buzz off.
Maybe.
Or
Or to
you?
bugger off?
Bugger off.
What does it mean?
I can't say what it means. here.
But,
Okay.
I mean, it is
Okay.
different if you say bugger off or bugger you.
Okay. So it's
It
good
does
to-
have a different meaning.
It
This is because-
absolutely does.
It's because I said that it's good to not have Spence at Montjuic, isn't it?
Whoa. Things are getting heated.
What did he
here.
say?
That it's good that you're not there at Montjuic, which is true.
That is true.
Barca loses
Maybe
when you
I'll-
go?
Yeah, I've been there 4 times. They've lost all 4 games.
Oh my
Oh.
God.
I asked Gurklosh before where he or she was from. It says Poland, but live in Germany, Berlin. Muhammad Akram. Hey, Robert, do you remember me? I vaguely remember the name from the live chat. Hi, Muhammad. Thank you for watching us. Thank you for supporting Barca here today. We need the win in order to make a leap in the standings. Let's get the standings on our screen, please, because I would like to show you the leap that we can make if we end up winning the game, if we get the 3 points. Standings, please. Now, here. Oh, got it right.
Whoa.
Woo! We're getting better at this.
Oh, no.
There.
Doesn't make sense anymore. There. No. Oh! There you go.
Guys, I have an answer that you asked me at the start of the show. Last game played on Monday was last season. We won Real Sociedad 2-0. And we had Barca live that day because we were back to at that time. And we won that game with goals scored by Lamine Yamal and Rafinha from the penalty spot.
Well, there you go.
They played 2 games, match day 33 and match day 35 on Monday. Real Sociedad
In a row.
and
Oh, that was when we
Valencia.
were out of the UCL, of the Champions League.
Mhm.
That's when we got knocked out.
Yeah.
Right, so there it
and
is.
Valencia was the other one, as Spence said, was the day that Lewandowski scored a hat-trick.
we're only 2 points back now because this is a live table.
Yes, true. So if we were to score, we would go up to first, tied at 51 points with Real Madrid, which is something that at the end of December, beginning of January, some were saying was going to be impossible.
Ooh, Balde. Oh, a little too much.
Leagues are never
Or
won or lost
or
in
no.
January as Balde was making the run
Never
forward. Now Barca recover through Pedri. Here's Lewandowski protecting the ball. Now back to Pedri. Pedri into the box looking for Rafinha. There could be a chance here. Rafinha with the header. It's picked up by Batalla. Rayo almost got themselves
But
into a bit
Barca's playing
a
well,
muddle
yeah.
there.
I'm liking what I'm seeing.
Yep. This looks good.
And those runs of Balde can make the difference today to break their block.
Well, it's his runs, and I'm, as we were talking about earlier, excited to see Hector Ford coming from the right side and throwing some crosses in, because he's got a really good cross.
He's good.
Sarah Keeler says, excuse me, where is Ronald Araujo at? Ronald Araujo, Mark is injured still.
No, but he's on the bench.
Oh,
He's on
sorry.
the bench. Yeah. Well, at fact, we have to say that there were not any medical update just after the game against Sevilla. Remember that he was tackled very tough tackle by Saul. He was substituted at the first half, but he recovered during the week. And he's on the bench, so he's in the squad, so he could play in the second half if Hansi Flick wants.
Marek is not happy because he says, why don't you talk about the game instead? Not about unrelated.
Who said that?
Marek
guy named Mark?
Szymanski. No, Marek.
Marek?
I'm sorry.
Hey.
I feel like we were talking about related stuff.
Hey, Marek. Bugger off.
Oh, no. Which is not the same as bugger you.
No, just bugger off.
Not the same.
Bugger.
Marek. Don't make Spencer mad.
But Spence, you're American, so for British people it's different too, or not? Because it's important.
Well, yes, I know.
Well, Robert's kind of British.
Yeah, no. Phrasal verbs can mean one thing in American English and a different thing in British English. Sometimes, I guess.
Listen.
Or maybe they're used in one language.
Listen, you want to take a snippet out of what happened this weekend, we can just say, just be respectful to everybody on the pitch, and then there's no problems.
Yes.
Let's just be respectful.
Respectful as I am, for example, in every game.
Yeah,
Mark, Mark is always very
you're the epitome of respect.
Of respect. Yeah. Okay, right. Well, an offside has been called against Rayo Vallecano. Now a foul on Pedri in midfield. And let's hope we don't have to talk about refereeing too much today. We
I
can
hope
focus on
so.
football.
Well,
It has been a hard weekend, like
I mean,
with all the matches, many red cards, and all the
We're doing late Valentine's Day here because we weren't live on Friday.
fair enough.
But there was a declaration of, let's say, not love, I don't know. Well, there was a breakup. There was a breakup live in the last game in which you weren't here. So let's show
What's
the video.
happening?
Let's show
What
the
do you
video.
mean?
Oh, careful. Let's not show the video. Lamine Yamal shot blocked.
Dear Spencer.
Okay. Hang on. Let's not do it now because we weren't showing the video. Something happened there. We weren't showing the video. No, wait a minute. Because I don't want to do it while the ball is in play. Mumin. Playing from behind. Barça with the high press. And Rayo comfortable with the ball.
Yeah, they are a team that can run. They are comfortable with the ball, but then they close up a lot, as we've seen.
And this guy, what a season he's having. Ratiu playing it through. De Jong intercepts. Rafinha could almost win it back, but Rayo have another chance here. Incoming cross. It goes over Baldin. It's a corner kick. Right. Mark, first corner kick for Rayo.
Yeah, first corner kick for Rayo, first corner kick of the game. We have to be careful of this. As you know, Rayo Vallecano is playing his style. Yesterday, Hansi Flick said that they press high, that they like to play with the ball from behind. And Flick said that they do this at home and away, the same way. And it's true. It's true. Rayo is playing very brave.
I mean, that's why they are in 6th position.
Feel like they shouldn't be there this year. They just keep winning.
Incoming cross by EC to the far post. Randy Nteka with the header, and it goes wide. Cameron Winter says basketball is better than soccer. Well,
Yesterday, for me, yes.
Not than football.
yeah, yes. Marbrau was excited about basketball yesterday.
Why? Copa del Rey.
Final, yeah.
Barça won.
No.
No,
Barca got knocked
Unicaja.
out in the quarterfinals.
Madrid lost to Unicaja.
Yeah.
No, I like because it was a great basketball game. I don't care about the score. For sure, it helps. But
Yeah, we are sure.
Sure.
Nothing to do about Real Madrid losing.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I was just checking because Xavi Lopez says sound is off, and I still know just as much about what's going on in the game as when the sound is on. Look, critics here. Here's Pedri through to Rafinha. Rafinha.
Pedri has a big hit on
Pedri's
his
hurt.
back. I think he's standing up. No, it's Gavi. It's Gavi, not Pedri. It's Gavi. It's Gavi who also fell down again.
He's walking.
But he's
Good.
walking, yeah. But it was quite similar for what happened against Alaves player. Fortunately, it was not a hit on the head.
Oof.
But the way
ow.
that Gavi was down was danger. Was dangerous.
It's just he jumps a lot, and then the way he falls down.
I'll tell you what, there was a
Yeah.
lot of pulling and tugging on that corner too. That was Hector Ford and Mumin. There was some tugging there.
Alia says, yeah, the sound cut off in between. Alia or everyone else, are we good now with the sound? What happened?
Hello.
Hello, are we good? Are we
You
good?
listen to us?
Let's see. Okay, so Barca playing from behind. Kubarsi back to Tek Stensny. And Rayo pressing up high. They do like that press. That's what they want to play.
But that's what Irati was saying at the beginning, is if Barça can find a way to get through that first line, then they're off and running.
Okay, Carolina confirms that we are good right now. Banana Flam says it bugged out.
Here you go, Balde.
Hopefully it bugged back on. And Tumelo Leteba says, can we see the players playing live with Rayo Vallecano, please? No, we cannot. I'm sorry. This is YouTube. We don't have the rights to do it. We've been doing this show for 7-8 seasons now, and yeah, we can't show the game.
But enjoy us.
Enjoy us.
And
We'll-
Balde.
we try to keep you informed. Balde with the cross. The ball headed away by Mumin.
Whipple.
That's why we have to press.
Nah.
It's a fault.
What are we doing?
No.
There's nothing
Foul by
there.
Inigo Martinez on Nteka. Right, Spence.
Yes.
Yes, in the last show,
Yes.
there were some words directed at you. Let's
What?
show the video. Spence?
Spence,
Dear Spence.
dear Spencer, I do miss you, even though you bully me and you push me onto the sofa. But for the good of the team and towards the end of the season, I think that we should not see each other. I'm going to ghost you. I apologize.
The reason being?
Reason being is that I want Lewandowski to win the Pichichi. And if we're together, it can't be like that. So, I'm sorry.
Cold stuff.
Estoy reventado por dentro, tío.
Spence.
Está reventado por dentro.
Oh dear. Can you explain what just happened? Not that reaction, like the context of all of this.
I'm not sure
Be careful,
why.
guys.
Okay, wait a minute, because Lewandowski might score here, and we might have a proven theory. Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski, no.
Yeah,
Okay.
keep going with the love story.
I'm not sure why Alex feels this way. We've been winning games. We won easily the other day while we were here.
Yeah.
It was not even close. I only pushed her onto the couch several times because every time I did, they scored again minutes later. So I was trying to keep the tradition alive. I'm a little reventado. I'm not feeling so hot.
But there is something that happens when you and Alex are together, or that doesn't happen when you and Alex are together, and that's why she did not want to be with you on a show again.
Listen, I get that she thinks and we think and everybody thinks that, you know, when Alex and I are sitting on this couch, Lewandowski's not capable of scoring goals. I just don't believe that to be a fact.
It hasn't happened. With you and Alex on that couch together, Lewandowski has not scored.
Well,
That's crazy.
You could say the same about me and Irati this year, but, you know, it's just the luck of the draw.
Me and Alex this year haven't won a game.
Oh, look at that. See, another trend.
Alex might be the problem
Everything's
here.
a trend.
I think Alex might be the problem here.
Don't hit me with the sad music. How could she do that to me?
I did pull the stats. I did pull
Maybe
the
if you
numbers,
bring her to a Getafe game, you can fix
and
it.
they are alarming. Lewandowski's never scored. I confirm. Wait a minute, she didn't die. Alex is fine. Okay. Mark, 20 minutes played, and Barça had the initial chance, but we haven't really created chances.
It was most interesting what you were talking in Barça studios than what happened on the pitch. So
Yeah.
if you want to keep going on a story between Spence and Alex, would be better than the last minutes. But yes, Barça have some problems to play, and it reminds me a lot the game we played at Vallecas. Remember that in the first half we didn't have many attempts that day. The entrance of Dani Olmo was a key in the second half. Barça needs to combine better to do more passes. So be careful with this. Come on.
Hey,
Balde. He's there.
Balde,
Lamine, top of the box.
Back to Rafinha. Rafinha, can he take the shot? Rafinha! No! Just wide.
All right, good action. Good action, good action.
The pass by Balde had just a little bit too much force on it. And Rafinha had to adjust. Still, great chance for Barça. And Rafinha sent it just wide.
Yeah, it was too powerful.
Ah.
But that's what Barça has to do. If we keep touching slowly, like there's no way to move this Rayo Vallecano. But here Cubarsí did it perfectly, just switching the ball to the other side.
Yeah, because Rayo Vallecano are playing with all the lines together. Not many spaces between the lines, between the defense and the forwards. And Barça has to be, needs more patience. It was 2 times that Pedri said sorry for the team. It's just to putting balls away from Lewandowski. And it's better to have patience. But as Irati said, also play for the wings. So Barça needs to be more patient today.
And to switch the ball from one side to the other.
Careful, Cubarsí under pressure. Guys, I have a question for you. What surprised you most about this weekend? Was it option 1, Osasuna Madrid? Was it option 2, Atletico Celta? Or option 3, the fact that there was no Barça game? You were caught unguarded. You didn't know that Barça were playing on Monday, and you thought, hey, what's going on this weekend? I'm always surprised when Real Madrid drop points, honestly. Although Osasuna, El Sadar is a tough stadium.
Yeah, and Osasuna deserved it for the way they played. Look out.
Look out. Here is Lewandowski with the run. Lewandowski tries to play it back in to the middle.
Is that handball?
There was
Gavi was
a
asking,
timid protest by Lewandowski.
That would be harsh.
I don't think that there was a handball. We'll see the replay. I don't think so.
Since in the in honor of Irati being in the studio tonight,
Yeah?
I'd like to put my answer in for both 1 and 2.
Or in
Okay.
3.
It would be alarming if you two said 3. Like,
well,
you should know the schedule.
surprised when the schedule came out is a
Yeah,
different
true.
thing.
Yeah.
Yes,
But
okay.
but Osasuna and Celta both picking up points, and both Madrid teams picking up a red card, led me to believe that at some point in this first half, Barça was going to get a red card, and we're not there yet, thankfully.
5 red cards this weekend in La Liga. Yesterday, 2
Yeah.
against Real Sociedad, and it has been a crazy weekend.
Just to clarify, when I mean Barca's going to get a red card, not for like bad refereeing, whatever. I just mean for
Statistically, here we go. Rafinha's through. Rafinha, go
Or a
Rafinha,
goal.
go Rafa, go Rafa. The save by the keeper.
no.
Batalla saved, and Lewandowski couldn't score on the rebound.
No, I can't believe it. Madre mía.
It's
Rafinha
Batalla.
with 2 big chances. What a pass by Pedri, Marc.
What a pass by Pedri. Just winning all the lines of Rayo Vallecano. As I said, all the lines are together. So if you can get these kind of passes, you can break the line. So another attempt for Lamine.
Here we go. We're still seeing the replay. We don't really know what's happening. Here goes Lamine Yamal. Lamine
loses the
Yamal
ball.
inside the box. He's dispossessed. Marc, what surprised you most about the weekend? Was it the Madrid game or the Atletico game?
No, for me, Atletico game. For me, Atletico game, because also it's a surprise when Real Madrid drop points, but Al Sadar is a very difficult game. So be careful. Oh, we have the ball. We have the ball. I have to say that El Sadar, we lost the game, remember, 4-2. It's a tough game, and Atletico Madrid playing at home against Celta, it has to be 3 points for Simeone team, so...
Game's getting a little stretched.
But I know. And it's going back and forth right now with Balde making the run forward. Rafinha with the cross. Corner kick, Barca. The last point I'll make on that is maybe Atletico is surprising because their game came after the Real Madrid game.
They had the chance
so they had
in
the
front
chance
of
to go
the
first,
home.
and they didn't
But
take the
And
chance.
7 minutes in, red card.
I was commenting that game, and I have to say, like, Atletico deserved to lose that game. Like, Celta was playing really well.
Irati was very lucky for Atletico. The mistake made by Starfel in the second half, the goal by Sorloth, because of course Celta played with 1 more man, but Atletico was lucky that game.
Joseph Chavez says,
guys,
come on.
I think it's a clear penalty on Íñigo. We'll have to check on the bar.
Okay, wait a minute. We'll have a look in a second,
a
but
shot.
the ball is still alive.
Íñigo
Here is
Martínez is talking with the
Rafinha.
referee.
Chance for Barca. Corner kick.
All the Barca players are talking with the referee. I think it's quite similar.
It's
for
a
what
Koundé.
happened with Koundé. Yeah,
Koundé
it's a
and Getafe.
Íñigo Martínez is complaining, and yesterday Hansi Flick said that he doesn't want the players to talk with the referee.
It's
the
penalty.
captain, Frankie de Jong, is
It's
talking with the
penalty.
referee. So it's a Koundé penalty.
It's a Koundé penalty.
It's even more clear.
The thing is, the ball was never going to get to him, but it's a clear grab and it's a clear foul.
And he cannot continue. He tries to continue, and the player
Íñigo
doesn't let
Martínez
him.
is very angry with the assistant referee. Íñigo Martínez is very
should have
angry
seen
with
it.
the assistant referee.
You
They're
should
not
have
going
seen
to
it.
check.
VAR are reviewing this.
Should
was
that be a
reviewing
penalty?
this.
Should that be a penalty like
What do you
that?
think?
I think it's penalty.
For me, it's a penalty, but the ball was never going to get to him. That is true.
Yeah, but
Even
I
he
was-
grabs him. The action is there, and Íñigo Martínez
I
tries
was
to
close
go
from
through,
the
and
action.
he can't.
We just saw a replay 5 minutes ago, 10 minutes ago on the other side of grabbing and tugging and pulling, and that was actually when Mumin was on the ball. So I just
But were they
Yeah,
grabbing each other?
but
No.
Hector Ford was like this, both of them, and this has been a hack, you know? Like Íñigo
Be
Martínez
careful
was
with
trying
Yeah.
to.
VAR is working, so Melero Lopez will go to watch on the
Wow.
screen if it's a penalty or not.
Okay.
wow.
So, I can imagine what can happen in the middle of the country right now.
Oh.
But yeah, it's VAR reviewing the penalty. I have to say, I didn't say that because I always said I'm very close from the action, and you tell me it's not penalty. I'm very, very close from the action. And this was the reason, Robert, because I stopped you when you're talking about the game, because I'm very close from Íñigo Martínez. And right now, all the stadiums are watching on the big screen of the stadium what happened. And it's a Koundé penalty. So you can listen to the whistles because all the Barca fans are just watching on the video screen the penalty. And Melero Lopez watch it on the VAR. And guys, it's 3, 2, 1. And you can listen. What happened?
It's a penalty.
It's a penalty. It's yellow card for Mumin. And I have to say that many penalties of this are making on the areas. But remember that after what happened with Koundé and Getafe, the referees, the boss of the referees explained that that kind of actions must be a penalty. So it's a penalty, and Robert
Hey.
Lewandowski is going to take it.
Listen. Batalla is on a heater, all right? We got to be careful here. This is not a guarantee. He's been saving everything lately.
Are you going to break the moment now?
I'm just trying to warn everybody so that we can put Levy in the spot to succeed.
Where's your optimism?
I'm optimistic.
You don't seem like.
I mean, yeah, it's a clear grab from Patesis from behind. Inigo manages to get around him, and Patesis just clumsily collapses on Inigo. So penalty for Barca in a weekend in
Flick
which
doesn't want
refereeing
to watch.
decisions
Hansi
have
Flick.
been.
He's looking
well,
at the
disputed.
floor.
Hansi Flick, as always, not looking to the penalty. So let's go, Robert.
Okay, Robert
Both.
Lewandowski. Robert Lewandowski with the run up. Here we go. Go Levy, go Levy, go Levy. Oh, yes! Vamos! Ooh, that was close.
Off the post and in.
Goal!
Robert Lewandowski gives Barca the lead from the penalty spot. There we go.
This is not good for Alex.
Leaders.
Give us some fist bumps in the live chat, guys, because Robert Lewandowski has given us the lead from the penalty spot, and oof, that was soft, and it
tight.
went off the post and in the back of the net. Fist bumps on the live chat. Marabrao, Robert Lewandowski continues on the Pichichi race.
20 goals in La Liga for Robert Lewandowski. 20 goals in 24 rounds. 32 this season, 91 with Barca shirt. And another penalty scored by Robert Lewandowski is the number 7 that Lewandowski, 6 penalties scored by Lewandowski. He didn't score against Villarreal, but we won that game 5-1. So all the important penalties took by Lewandowski this season were in. The goal against Real Madrid in the Supercopa, 2 penalties against Benfica, and the last one 4 of 4 in 2025 for Lewandowski from the penalty spot. And as I said, 20 goals in La Liga, 32 in all the competitions.
Spence, what do we do when Lewandowski scores?
I was just going to say, Jordi, Alvadejo, if you please.
We pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski, el marcaría dentro un bosque. Bosque, dale el balón que lo enrosque. Rosque, we pop the net like Lewandowski. Dovski.
There you go. We pop the net like Lewandowski, and the theory that when Spence and Alex Ibaceta are together in the studio, Lewandowski doesn't score, lives on today. No Alex Ibaceta. Spence is here. Lewandowski scores, and all of a sudden, right now, Barca have gone, hey, show me. Here we are in the first position in La Liga as Lamine Yamal crosses it in. Can he find
it was amazing.
Lamine with a chance! Saved by Batalla, double save by Batalla. Lamine's still alive.
That was
Gavi's
a really good
cross is
one.
cleared away. What a chance there. Now Rayo want to run. Okay, so, guys, right now with Lewandowski's goal, we're in first position. So, can you give me some blue and red hearts on the live tap?
And Robert, and as I said, it's important to commend that all the important penalties that was taken by Lewandowski this season were in. So except this one against Villarreal, remember, oh how beautiful is this picture. Scored an important goal in Valencia in the first round, against Sevilla, against Brest in the Champions, against Real Madrid in the Supercopa, and 2 penalties against Benfica. The other one was scored by Rafinha in Mallorca.
Oh, lovely pass by Gavi to Lewandowski. Rafinha can't decide when to make the run. The ball is played out wide to Balde. It's 5 Barca players forward. Incoming cross by Balde. Lewandowski going into the box. The ball headed backwards by Mumin into the hands of Batalla. Guys, the only thing right now that puzzles me is, and I guess it's because they reviewed things after the Koundé non-call in Getafe. So why do we get the call today and not against Getafe? It's basically the same thing.
Because refereeing in general is subjective and not mechanical. That's
And
the answer.
But the intervention of VAR should be mechanical.
Well, if my grandmother had wheels, she'd
But
be a bike.
there's also referee inside the VAR. It's not a machine, you know, and never referee.
Exactly. I agree.
Guys, we never asked a Barca legend to join the show.
Ooh.
Should we have a Barca legend
Please.
join this show?
Yeah, give us somebody good.
Let's see if we can get somebody good. We'll have 5 options, as always. And who would you like to see live, chat? Be the Barca legend who accompanies us throughout the game on Barca Live. We've got 5 options today. Will it be one of our regulars? Will it be someone new? We'll see. Let's see. I'll give Irati the choice because she doesn't come on as regularly. So got options 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Irati, what do you think?
Let's see. I think last time I said 3, so I'm going to say 4 because they just hide the number and maybe something special there.
Option 4, option 4.
Who are you? Option 4.
Oh!
Wow. The last scorer.
Uruguayo! And it's not Araujo. It's the original Uruguayo.
See,
The last Barca player to
They
score
look
against
similar.
Rayo in a Spotify Camp Nou.
Not Joan, Luis Suarez.
they look the same.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look fairly similar.
And he's
exactly
the
the
last
same.
guy that scored against Rayo
See,
In a Spotify Camp Nou, yes.
in Spotify.
Joan, no biting. No museguis. Luis Suarez with us here. The 3rd all-time scorer in Barca history. That should guarantee some goals for us today.
I think so.
I like it.
I saw Ronaldinho here dancing samba. What
Yeah,
do they
no,
what do they
Ronaldinho-
dance in Uruguay?
He's a regular. What do they dance in Uruguay?
What do they dance in Uruguay? If I was to ask you live chat and you guys here and Marc Brau at the stadium, I'll go to Marc first. Where does Luis Suarez, careful, because Rayo have the ball, played forward to Ratiu. Incoming cross.
Oh,
Szczesny gets his hand to it, throw in Rayo. If we were to rank Luis Suarez in the all-time number 9s for Barca, not all-time strikers for Barca, where is he in the ranking, Marc?
Oof, difficult.
Difficult. We're not counting Messi as a false 9.
Oh, well done by Lamine. Well,
He says first.
Good defending by Lamine. Oh, good defending by Lamine.
Amazing.
Yes.
Well, we will comment this because it's a good attack for Barca. Fall on Gavi.
Careful.
Fall on Gavi, yeah.
Oh, foul on Gavi. Okay.
It's difficult to say because we take a look to the numbers. Luis Suarez is the 3rd maximum scorer of Barca's history, just under Leo Messi and Cesar.
Who was the number
Barca
9 as well,
player.
Cesar?
Yeah, yes, too. So for sure he couldn't be the first option, but for me it has to be for sure the best 3. Maybe
Has to
him,
be in the top 3.
Cesar,
Or Eto'o?
and Eto'o could be.
Eto'o. I mean, the thing is, Romario and Ronaldo had such short stints.
Yeah.
They were incredible, but they were only here for 1 season. Romario 1 season and a half.
And in the end, Suarez was here.
Suarez
for
was here from 2014 to 2020, so that's
6 years.
Long.
6 seasons, was it? Yeah.
Yeah.
198 goals scored.
Wow.
And Cesar 233. So Cesar was a Barca player at the end of 40s, early 50s, and was very important for Barca at that time. And it's a legend also for Barca. So, and Eto'o maybe could be a good top 3.
Mac Lumbis says the Uruguayans dance to cumbia.
Okay.
So
We'll have to look for a
maybe
cumbia.
Luis Suarez can dance a
Careful with the
cumbia
cross.
for us.
Cici Palazón goes down. And offside. Okay, so it's weird because in terms of numbers and productivity and longevity, Luis Suarez is clearly ahead of Samuel Eto'o. But there is a generation of culés
Yeah.
Yeah.
for who Samuel Eto'o is so special
Yeah.
that they would rank him higher, and I am among those.
I'm on those.
I'm among those. Samuel Eto'o had this aura. He was so special. His character was so charismatic.
Yeah, and he came in our generation, one of the first winning Barças.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, for me, Ferran Jutgla was one of the best.
Well, I mean, with the opportunities he had, he scored quite a few goals. Here is
Luke de Jong.
Spence, is a reality that you were in Montilivi for Valentine's Day. You're very romantic today. You are a Getafe
Actually,
way of living.
Listen, I'm glad you said something because I have a message for Alex.
You have a message for Alex? Wait a minute, because EC has something to say in this game as well. EC making the run down the left. EC into the box. And take a
Oh!
Szczęsny!
What a save!
Oh, with a double save!
What a save! Ow!
Szczęsny! I don't know. I don't think that Montjuic might be chanting that.
No,
But
Rayo
they should
players-
be.
Rayo
Tech,
players
tech.
are
Tech,
complaining on a penalty.
tech.
Rayo players are complaining on a penalty.
No, get out of here with that.
Rayo
nonsense.
players are just lying down, and the referee says nothing. The referee said
I don't
something,
think
but
it's-
in a sports way, Barça is throwing out the ball because Rayo player is injured. I'm far from
Álvaro
the action,
García.
but
I'm not sure. Why all the teams when Tech goes out they ask for a penalty?
Well, let's see. So
There was no offside.
No offside.
No offside when EC made the run.
This is really well done by Inteka to get his foot to something and make that run.
Inteka there.
First save, brilliant. The
With the
follow-up.
Tech gets the ball.
We need a closer replay here. We're gonna get it here.
Good save by Tech. Especially as it came off of Íñigo Martínez. It ricocheted off of Íñigo.
I like to explain on the chat. I like to explain.
And
It's a save.
I don't.
There's
see
nothing.
No,
anything.
there's nothing there. It's a save.
There's
It's a save
nothing.
by Szczęsny. There's nothing there. There's nothing there. Uruguayo. Luis Suarez.
Some
No penalty,
cumbia?
right? No hay penalty, no?
No.
He's a specialist in something.
Uruguayo? No. Uruguayo says no.
Uruguayo says there's no penalty.
Just one thing I want to comment on Eto'o. All the colleagues we are thinking that he was the first Barca player to score in 2 consecutive finals of the UEFA Champions League. In San Denis and in Rome. The first goal, most important. So maybe it's one of the reasons because we love Eto'o a lot.
There are many reasons to love Samuel Eto'o.
And you know what? We have the son of Eto'o on Rayo's bench.
True. Etienne.
True.
Etienne Eto'o is
Eto'o.
on the bench for Rayo Vallecano. Yeah. There's a
It's
Eto'o
not a-
representation.
That could be a heck of a story if he comes on in the second half.
We'll see. I'd like it. I'd like to see
So-
the son of Samuel Eto'o.
All right, I have a message that I need to do.
Oh, yes. Okay. Yeah. The camera is yours. In the meantime, I'll ask the live chat if they think that Barca will score before half-time. Option 1, yes. Option 2, no. Option 3, 2 goals. Spencer has a message for Alex Ibacuta.
Alex, as much as it pains me to say, I think you're right. I think this is a problem between us. But I need you to take as much responsibility for what's going on here as I am. Because clearly, Levy knows how to score goals. He just doesn't know how to do it when we're together. And for that reason, we need to be apart. So long. Farewell.
No goals.
I got what I
needed. Sad.
Yeah.
I got what
you
I
got it
needed
off
to
your
say off
chest.
my
You got it
chest.
off your chest. Yeah. Good. I think Luis Suarez is crying there in the background. I mean, he's clearly tearful. He's an emotional guy, Luis.
Poor.
It's the same expressionless look on his face, but it tells the whole story.
Clear foul, yellow card for Rayo.
Yellow card for Ratio 5.
Yeah, it was the best way to stop what was happening in Barcelona right now.
Something needed to stop it.
Yeah, second yellow card for a Rayo player, clear foul on Lewandowski. And, well, I think it's quite far from the direct shoot, but I see Rafinha very convinced to try to go to the goal.
Why don't we all fill the live chat with like the crying emoji?
Yeah,
It's
it's
a
a
sad
sad
moment.
situation.
A breakup is a sad
Yeah.
moment.
I'll be
I think
A breakup
you-
is a sad
you're
situation,
just
although
missing
Barca
it.
fan says cancel Spence.
I'm still not sure why, unless this is about the push on the couch.
or because you're bad luck when you go to Montjuic. But you're not at Montjuic, so we shouldn't cancel you today. You're good when you're here.
We should cancel you from going there.
Well, Girona still have to go at some point this year, so I don't know.
Oh, no. I may have bigger plans for Barça Girona. Here is Rafinha, ball played inside the box. Lewandowski brings it down. That did not work out.
It was an offside. The referee said preferred not to stop the game, but it was an offside.
Right, well, just over 3 minutes left in this first half, and Barca are up 1-0. Robert Lewandowski scored from the penalty spot. Now Rayo want to run. I think Álvaro García was offside.
It's very fast.
Ball played into the box. Careful here, Chavarria. And it's cleared away.
There's no offside flag coming up.
No. Although there should have been probably. Ratio. Rayo still going. Pate Cis. Well set defensively right now. The ball played into the box. Careful, here's a clear opportunity for Rayo, and they've equalised.
Offside.
Oof.
But,
Now, yes.
But I have to say that many time passed
Yes.
between the goal.
The assistant referee
and the
hesitated
assistant
quite a bit.
referee. Yeah, and I saw Íñigo Martínez complaining and the system talking to the referee. I don't know if...
The Rayo bench is saying no. The Rayo bench is saying no.
Maybe they're talking about the first one? No, hold on.
No, but
hold on.
it's got... I think it's got...
Oh, it's from the first one. It's cumulative.
Because the Rayo bench was saying no, but maybe because they were looking at the most recent one. Well, let's see.
No, it's confirmed at all, so ball, Barca's ball.
Yeah, no, but yeah, it's confusing because De Frutos was not offside when the ball is played into the box and it ends in a goal, but originally it had been offside when the whole attack started.
And
the problem is that they don't call it.
Well, hold on. Get this ball under control first.
Yeah. Yeah, because I want to make a point here, and if I was Rayo Vallecano, I'd be mad right now.
Yeah,
okay,
of course.
because the ball's played forward. Álvaro García is offside. Álvaro García makes the run. Álvaro García crosses it in. Barca clear. It's a whole different action.
It wasn't fully cleared.
It wasn't fully cleared because it falls back to Rayo Vallecano. Luis Suarez has an opinion.
I think he's just listening to you.
Yeah. But yeah, if you can argue...
I got you, buddy.
You can argue if you're a Rayo Vallecano fan, or player, that a lot of time had passed since the offside. So
yeah, but if the system thinks that it's an offside,
you should raise the flag.
After one rebel, you have to put to do the thing that Spence used to do.
But the one they are showing is not that one.
It's not the one, yeah.
But that's what I was going to say, is that this international feed, or whatever feed we've got, the feed that goes out to the whole world,
is making it confusing.
Is making it look like this is the wrong call.
Yeah.
And they're not doing La Liga any favors.
No.
And
now they're showing the referee. Show the other offside, and we don't have this problem.
Yeah. It was. Yeah. It was.
You were never offside during your career. You were all.
I think the guy choosing the images didn't understand what happened.
No.
But the referee clearly said like this, like it was the one before.
3 minutes of other time.
Don't worry.
Go until 48.
I'm sure all of social media will be very understanding about what just happened.
Yes. Oh, and of course now we're getting footage of Cubarsí and Pate Cis inside the box, with Pate Cis going down.
I think perhaps the replay editor is a Madrid fan.
It seems like it right now. It seems like it.
Remember that we are still searching for the offside of Lewandowski in San Sebastián. We didn't have the good replay at all.
Right, 3
I don't
minutes
forget
of
anything,
time.
guys, about that kind of things. Remember.
No, I mean the choice of the replays that we just got is well, interesting to say the least.
Rayo, it's as simple as this. Rayo put the ball in the back of the net.
Yeah.
And we still haven't seen the reason technically why it doesn't count.
No.
And it's been 4 minutes.
Look at that long throw in by Héctor Ford, hit the back of Lamine Yamal. Barca still in possession. Here's Lewandowski.
But we have to say that Barça had great attempts, but we are not playing as well as other days.
No,
And now yellow card for Gavi.
I would say
First for
fair.
Barça player.
It was a good start, but Rayo has been taking control also of the game.
Yeah, I'm just waiting to see the replay in which we see why Rayo's goal got disallowed. Because there is a reason. Although right now the international feed is choosing not to show us, which frankly is well, angry.
It's
maddening.
it's irresponsible.
Well, yes. Careful here with the cross inside.
Ooh, Inigo.
Inigo
Saving
Martinez
the
heads
day.
it over the crossbar to clear for a corner kick. Okay. Careful here in these
I think
final
Barca
minutes.
needs this halftime.
But actually, Rayo is playing good football, guys.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
It's
We have to
absolutely true.
They've been playing this way for the last 3 months.
Indeed, I checked stats the other day and have been the best team in 2025.
Incoming cross by EC Palazón. If you're watching this game with no volume, right now you don't understand why Rayo had a goal disallowed. As the
Beep,
ball
beep,
is crossed
beep.
As the ball is crossed
Beep,
into
beep,
the hands
beep.
of Szczęsny.
Beep, beep, beep.
Would you like the first half to end, Spence?
Still 10 seconds.
We still didn't
That's
get the
it.
replay.
You got it.
Beep,
Through
beep,
results.
beep.
Halftime in Montjuic. A lot of things to improve, but the good thing is that Barca's winning. And remind me, how is the table, Robert?
Oh, well, I might as well show it to you. What does the table look like right now with this result as it is at 1-0? Can we have a look at the standings to see what they look like? Can we have a look and see? Let's change the
Right.
lineup.
Stop
for
it,
the
Paul.
standings.
Stop it. Ahí.
There
No,
we
ahí.
go. There we go.
Ahí,
Oh,
ahí.
oh. There we go.
Ahí.
There we
Ahí. Ahí está. El tiburón.
Barca are top of the table and we are up 1-0 at half-time. Did you like the first half? Did you dislike it? Was it so-and-so? For me, it's a thumbs up because, guys, we're at top of the table with this result.
For me, it's the same. Like, the most important today was to win and to get that first position on the table. We did it. I think the team started well and went a little bit down, like from more to less. And let's hope in the second half they can get the control of the game again.
I give 1 thumbs up, but I'm going to hold off on the second one until we can play a second half that looks just like that. Maybe Luis Suarez can come in and score a goal or two, and here we go. Let's go get it. 3 points.
Let's do it. Luis Suarez, did you like the first half? Luis Suarez. Luis did. Lucho did. Uruguayo. 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 Right. We're going to take a quick break here in the studio, but Pablo Wolves is going to keep you entertained with his halftime quiz. Pablo, all yours.
Hello, Culés. How are you doing? Happy Monday. It's been a while. I've missed you all. Welcome back to another halftime section on the Barça live show. Monday night action in La Liga and a massive, massive match week this for Barça. All things considered in the complexion of the La Liga title race. As always, we're going to be back here just showing you a little bit about what you can get up to in your free time when the matches aren't on in these halftime segments too, to keep you entertained. We've got a quiz coming up, of course, and we're also going to show you about some of the amazing content you can see away from the likes of these brilliant Barça live shows. The platform I always love to show you, of course, is Barça One. I've got it available here on the big TV here. You can get it on your phone. We like showing you how easy it is to download on your phone too. Simply come over to your app store, type in Barça One. It is really that simple. You then hit the get download button, whichever language you're in. Once you have it there, it's really simple to install it, and then bang, you've got it available. Enter your profile, you'll be sent a verification code, and without any pressure at all, you there have the app. It's got loads on it. What has it got available? Well, why wouldn't you have it really? I mean, come down here. For example, live games. This is some of the stuff I love most about it, the live fixtures you can watch. The under-19s, 3 languages. Wednesday night, we've got that available in the Cup quarterfinals. We recently had the Youth League action. We'll be having that back in March too. You come down, you've got special exclusive interviews, one-to-ones with the likes of Alexia Putellas, queen of women's football, Pedri, Gerard Martin, exclusive interviews with Ronald Araujo, Pau Cubarsí, documentaries about Hansi Flick, content between the men's and women's team. You've got full games that get uploaded here. You've got press conferences, training sessions. Every single Barça Athletic game is on here. You've got a Barça News program that runs daily. There's genuinely no reason not to get it. People always ask me, where can I watch all of your content? Where can I see the stuff you guys are doing? And I always say, go to Barça One. Really simple to download, and you've got it on the TV too. Today, however, we're going to be quizzing you on Barca's TikTok. Now, I'm sure you guys know very well that Barça, of course, also have a TikTok channel. And recently, some incredible stats were actually released about how well Barça are doing on TikTok. So I'm going to show you some of those right now, show you some of the videos available on there. We'll play you some at the end. For now, we've got a quiz coming up. And I'm going to show you how easy it is to see some of the content Barça have got available on TikTok. I'm sure a lot of you guys are big TikTok fans. I'm sure you consume a lot of Barça content on there too. And if you come into FC Barcelona's TikTok, I mean, they've got a whole host of things available for you all. I'm going to be quizzing you a little bit on some of that stuff today. So without any further ado, it's quiz time. Here we go. Question number 1. How many followers do you think Barça have on TikTok? Is it 1, 48 million? Is it 2, 39 million? Or is it 3, 43 million? How many followers do you think Barça have on their TikTok channel? 3 options there. I wonder what you guys think the answer is. If you're avid TikTok watchers and you're avid Barça fans, you may well have a good idea. Let's see then what answers you guys put in the chat, because I can tell you in 3, 2, 1, the answer is number 1, 48 million followers. That's 48.6 at the time we're recording this, by the way. It keeps going up. If you're not on it already, get on it, because there's loads of exclusive and funny behind-the-scenes clips regarding all of our players, which I'm sure you guys are going to really enjoy. Let's keep going then, and I've got 3 videos now to show you. I've got 3. I'm going to play them all for you. You can see them on the side of your screen here. And I'm going to show you, I'm going to ask you guys what you think are the 3 most watched videos. So you've got video number 1. You've got this celebration here between Lamine Yamal, Lewandowski and Rafinha. Video number 2, you've got these players dancing in the dressing room again after the Supercopa victory. And video number 3, you've got Lamine Yamal dancing through the airport customs after Barça won the Super Cup. So 3 videos there. My question to you guys is, which one of these 3 videos is the most viewed video on Barça's TikTok account? Is it number 1, the celebration of Lewandowski, Rafinha and also Lamine Yamal after the Super Cup win? They're all Super Cup related, so maybe that tells you about the trajectory. Is it number 2, the players in the dressing room, or is it number 3, Lamine Yamal dancing? Which do you think is the most viewed video on Barça's TikTok account currently? 3 recent options for you. Let's get the answer in the chat, because I think a few of you may be caught out here, because I can tell you in 3, 2, 1, it's number 3. It's Lamine Yamal dancing in the airport. Can you believe it? Exclusive content, behind the scenes stuff. And that is indeed the answer to that question. Final question, and number 3. Some recent stats came out for how Barça performed on TikTok during the month of January. How many views did Barça get on TikTok in the month of January alone? Was it 1, 900 million views? Was it number 2, 1.4 billion views? Or was it number 3, 1.1 billion views? That's a ridiculous amount of views there. So if you're not on it, you are missing out. Make sure you get on Barca's TikTok. Let's hear what answers you get them, because I can tell you right now in 3, 2, 1, the answer is number 2, 1.4 billion views, guys. That is incredible. Get on the TikTok channel. We love showing you all the stuff you've got available. You've got Barça One, where you've got so much, of course, to tune into. You've got the YouTube channel, which we like to show you too. Loads of fun content on there. And of course, you've got the TikTok. There's no excuse not to be tuned into Barça content 24/7. I know you guys love it. Let's send you back into the guys on the couch. We'll show you a few clips from the TikTok account just briefly. Until then, take care, and I'll see you soon.
Guys, yeah, congratulations to all the team who produces content for Barca's TikTok channel and their record number of views and followers, and you're doing so well. Keep up the good work. Barca did a good job in the first half to get themselves ahead in the score, although Rayo have been dangerous. We need to see the team improve, and all of the discourse is going to focus on refereeing decisions, which is something that I absolutely dislike.
It always is. And we should clarify.
Yeah.
It's important.
Oh, yes, true, yes.
We
were wrong.
We were wrong. It was not the previous offside that was the problem.
Although I still think that the assistant referee raising the flag would have avoided a whole lot of trouble, because I think Álvaro García was actually offside.
Could have been.
Originally.
But Rayo put the ball in the back of the net. The player who received the ball to score was not offside, but the other player, which I believe was Mumin, was impeding Inigo Martinez's ability to go defend the pass, and Mumin was in an offside position, and that is illegal. Yeah, it's offside.
And that is offside. Okay, so having clarified that, guys, we need to see a better Barca in the second half, which was the same case in match day 3 when we went to Vallecas. We needed a better Barca.
I think we have to see the Barca we saw the first 10-15 minutes, where the team, you could feel they knew it was important to go ahead and to win this match, and I felt like they have relaxed a little bit, and if you're relaxed against a team like Rayo Vallecano, these things happen.
Having said that, Barca did have good, important chances to have all of this other noise not really matter.
I thought Lamine was going to break through and score down the right-hand side that one time that he got in twice, and he put the ball on target. It just was another nice save from Batalla, who's had a couple of good stops. Barca could have had 2 or 3 in that first half, but Batalla stood up strong.
Who was the best player of the first half, guys? I'm giving you Balde, I'm giving you Pedri, I'm giving you Lamine Yamal.
Between those 3, Pedri looked pretty good, didn't he?
Yeah, I think Pedri did pretty good, and I would add the Cubarsí, because I think not for the defending, but for the passes, like it was when Barca was creating danger with those long passes and crosses from Cubarsí.
I'm going to go Pedri as well. I'm going to go Pedri because he had a couple of inspiring moments, a couple of nice through balls, one to Rafinha, for example, that set Rafinha up for the one-on-one. Then Rafinha was denied by Batalla. But Pedri's creativity in midfield, always important. Marc Brau, give us your thoughts on the first half, and who did you think was the best player of that first half?
Well, a tough one, and I think that Barca needs to improve, and it's difficult to choose the player to say what was the best player of the first half. Finally, I will say Pedri, as always, because he was the best player on the midfield. Of course, Balde and Lamine Yamal are good options, because Lamine Yamal played well in the right wing position, but he didn't have lucky just to the last actions in front of the goal, and Balde played also well in the left wide position that Pedri plays in the rhythm that he wants, and all the team plays when Pedri has the ball. I have to say that Hansi Flick is not good. He's not happy with what happened at the end of the first half, and I cannot say for sure, but I can say right now, I cannot show you, but I can say right now, 2 key players warming up alone. So what that could mean, that Marc Casado and Dani Olmo could be an option to start the second half with 2 new players. Remember that in Vallecas, also Dani Olmo was the key of the game. It was the first game of the season for him. He scored the goal in the minute 82. He also was following a penalty not considered. He touched the hit bar with a great shot out of the box. But we have to wait until Hansi Flick decided just in the start of the second half. But I can watch right now Marc Casado and Dani Olmo. It's important. Also, Hansi Flick many times did these things to make substitution at the halftime. Remember what happened in the last game here in Montjuic against Alaves, that also Frenkie de Jong and then Fermin came to play that game against Alaves. So Casado and Olmo could be the option for the second half. Many things to improve. Rayo Vallecano played well in the first half, but it's important for Barca to know that we have to keep going. You can pass if you want. Yeah. I have here some colleagues of La Liga, of cameramen who don't want to pass behind me. Yeah, you can pass. But as I explained, the most important thing is that it seems that Hansi Flick is not happy with the end of the first half, and in a few seconds we can confirm that Casado and Dani Olmo will be the first players to come into the pitch.
Right, so substitutions are coming for Barca. Dani Olmo and Casado. Flashbacks, guys, to Campo de Vallecas. Is it time?
It might be time, huh?
I mean, you saw that smile of Olmo, like he really wants to.
Because if I recall, he scored in the 82nd minute of that game against.
No, 81 and a half.
Right. Yep. Yes.
You know who
Important
also
to-
scored? Pedri. Pedri scored in that game.
I would take that.
Pedri
They're
scored
going to
in
need
that
another goal.
Pedri scored in that game against Rayo Vallecano, the 2-1
I would
win
say
in
we
Campo de
will need
Vallecas.
like a couple of ones so we remember this is a fair win.
The thing I was going to say is Pedri scored in that game, and in the post-game interview, he told Marc Brau that he was very happy because he had both himself and Rafinha, who played the assist through to him, on his fantasy team. So that was a lot of points for him. Since then, Pedri, if you've watched the one-to-one interview on Barca 1, Pedri has stopped playing fantasy football because someone came along and paid the buyout clause for both him and Rafinha, and he no longer had himself and Rafinha on his team, and he got fed up, and he says the others take it too seriously, so he just...
That's a right
The
win.
format for fantasy football in Spain, in La Liga, the way that they do it, it's wrong.
Why?
Because there's a much better way to do it. If you have a player, you should be allowed to have that player and have him only be your player, but you don't lose him just because somebody else pays money.
But then it loses the spicy part, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean...
But it also loses the ganas and the motivation.
What?
You know, guys, we had Luis Suarez in the studio at halftime.
Yes.
There might be another Barca legend who's willing to make a prediction.
Oh?
And he's one that has been on this show before as well. Carles Puyol,
Ooh.
operating the camera.
Carles.
Hola, Puyi.
He's one of our camera operators.
He
today.
always was solid at the back.
What is your score prediction today, Carlos?
10, 13,
10 to 3.
10-3.
10 to 3.
10 to 3.
Well,
That's
we have a busy second
It's a bit
half.
it's a bit of a Paul prediction. You
Paul.
remember
Yeah.
Paul, our camera operator?
Yeah, Paul usually did that.
Paul used to do that, and it seems like he might have Carlos Puyol might have taken over.
So it's Carlos Paul.
Carlos
Puyol.
Yeah. Carlos Paul.
Carlos Paul.
Yeah.
Oh!
They never played together, but yeah.
Wow. They
Good
really look
They
awkward
both
together.
Yeah, they look awkward together because they never played together.
They just met here in Barca Studios.
We need some Uruguayo energy. We need
Some
Uruguayo energy.
cumbia. He wants to dance. Look at him.
Right, Marc, the players coming back onto the pitch. Substitutions confirmed.
Not for the moment. Not for the moment. It's surprising because when we saw Barca players warming up alone and very quickly, it means that there will be a substitutions. But something happened at the halftime that Hansi Flick prefers not to do the substitutions right now. Barca players are going to warming up with Casado and Frankie de Jong too, but well, we said that Olmo and Casado could come in, but not for the moment.
Okay, so no subs. It's fake news that we gave out for today.
I'm sure we'll get there eventually.
We live in a world in which there's no penalty for fake news anymore.
Not really.
So, I mean, it's not something that I'm comfortable with doing, but there are no consequences to it.
No comment.
Other than confusing
It was
people.
just a spoiler of what's coming on earlier.
Right, second half, no subs, which means that we're playing with Szczęsny in goal, with Hector Fort Cubarsí, Íñigo and Balde at the back, Frankie de Jong and Pedri in midfield, Gavi the attacking midfielder, Lamine on the right, Rafinha on the left, Lewandowski up front. Let's see if we can get some more goals in this second half. And beware the Rayo. Beware the Rayos because they are very dangerous.
That was right there a dangerous move.
It was a very dangerous move intercepted by Íñigo Martinez. Lamine Yamal running out, chased by two. Lamine Yamal trying to squeeze in. He's knocked over. No foul, says the referee. No foul, says the assistant.
We have to take profit that Rayo Vallecano is trying to equalize, to run in the spaces, like that movement of Lamine, and also using like the midfielders to run faster.
Rayo did a really good job of moving the ball not only forward but diagonally. They went from one side of the pitch traversing to the other and doing so getting forward, and there were spaces in behind for that reason.
Here's Pedri, free to decide what he wants to do, and what he decides to do is to just hang on to the ball, turn, and wait for a better option. Pedri over to Cubarsí. No subs for Rayo either. Barça need to be careful here as a clumsy pass was played backwards. And an early second goal would be very handy here, guys.
They need to come out in this second half awake.
Yeah.
Who would you like to see in the second half?
Me Olmo. Like, it's like I'm missing Dani Olmo on the pitch.
Yeah, I agree.
Here's Cubarsí driving forward.
I'd like to see Fermin on the pitch, but I know that's not a possibility.
Fermin is not a possibility. What possibilities do we have, Mark?
Well, we have many players on the bench right now. Not all the players warming up, but on the bench today we have two goalkeepers, Iñaki Peñancochen, and then we have Araujo, Uruguayo, Ferran Sharp. We have Ansu too on the bench. We have Pablo Torre, Marcos Adopa, Victor Dani Olmo, Jules Koundé, Eric Garcia, and Gerard Martin. So a lot of interesting players to change the game. But I have to say that in the second half, Barça tried to get more ball, to make passes, but the style of playing of Rayo Vallecano is very brave. But you have to be Molfir, Robert. You have to be very...
very you have to be very precise. You have to be on
very
it.
Precise,
Fully concentrated.
Yeah, because they press very high, they don't give you spaces, and Barça has to be careful with this.
Seeing the bench, I will also put Ferran Torres in. Like, I think the way Ferran Torres plays is better than Robert Lewandowski at this moment for Barça.
Yeah.
Like, you need someone that moves more than more just staying. And,
Well, these first couple of minutes, we've only played 4 of them, but there have been no link-ups to the front 3 once the ball is being knocked around in the midfield. All of the passes are just a little too short right now, and their success in the first half came from taking some chances.
Balde dispossessed by the Frutos. Now Íñigo is the one who clears. Having seen that we were incorrect in our assessment as to why the goal was disallowed, I would kind of like to see the action again, just so that I can see the block on Íñigo. I didn't.
I had it just a moment ago.
I didn't see it because I wasn't focusing on it.
Let's see if I can find it again. Yeah, I got it.
It's pretty many.
Here's Balde. Balde driving forward. Balde trying to feed it through to Rafinha. Ah, it hit the back of Lewandowski.
Look at all this space for Rayo in behind.
Yeah. That's also a danger. Like, Barça has to be careful there.
But the action of the goal not considered for Rayo, I think for me is very clear. When, for example, when it's a player between the ball and the goalkeeper, and if it's an offside, we always said that the attack player is key on the action because he's just on the line. This is quite similar. When you're on offside and you participate in the action.
Yeah, because he's blocking clearly.
Yeah, you're blocking, so you got benefit of your position of offside. So for me, it's very clear. If you know the rules of the game of the soccer, you have to know it. I'm not sure that all the people who are watching the game knows the rules.
Do they play soccer in Barcelona?
What sport? Now he goes silent.
He said soccer.
Why?
I don't know.
Who is he trying to impress or piss off?
Mark,
Fry
you're getting
off.
corrected by the
Fry off.
American.
Oh, I think he just told me to F off.
No, I said fry off.
Fry off.
Yes. Bugger off. Bugger off. Bugger you, Spence.
I said Manolo marca ya. All the story.
Which is your favorite English phrasal verb?
Can you explain what a phrasal verb is?
You don't know what a phrasal verb is?
No.
Careful with Pedri playing it through to Lamine Yamal. The cross by Lamine Yamal a bit too long. Lewandowski will have to chase it. Okay, so I'm gonna read
It's
you.
a nightmare when
You
you
never
try
studied
to
phrasal
study.
verbs?
I didn't go to posh British grammar school.
It's,
I don't know.
it's a nightmare when you're studying English. I think it's
When
the
you
worst.
study English as a foreign language,
Yeah.
Oh, maybe that's why I don't know what it is, because you
just study it
You
as-
studied it as a second language, and
Yeah.
they introduced it in different ways. That's
a
possible.
phrasal verb is an idiomatic phrase consisting of a verb and another element, typically an adverb, as in break down, for example, or it's a verb followed by a preposition or an adverb. Basically, it's a construction of two words that go together, one being a verb and the other being a
And
preposition.
it
or-
usually creates a sentence, or
An
Yeah,
expression.
it's like-
phrase,
yeah.
okay.
Yeah, like I'll give you three examples. For example, after. Well, okay, it just came on the screen. Such as those three.
What a spring by Balde.
You could say that Balde was showing off now his sprinting abilities. So those three are phrasal verbs, Spence. One is show off, the other one is pay off, the other one is kick off. And there is a mild difference if you add a U to
To the
back
word
of them.
favorite? Oh, sorry, you to the what?
So if you were to change the word off for the word you, careful, Lewandowski sends it wide. If you were to change the word off for the word you behind kick, it is different to kick off a game, or is it
Kick you.
to kick you, yes. It changes.
A payoff as opposed to
Pay you,
you.
yes. I can
It's good to watch.
I can
Barça
pay
live
you. I
because
can pay you.
Thank you.
You get
You learn
fun,
languages, yeah.
You can follow Barça games and you can learn English for free. So it's interesting. This.
Yeah, there's been a lot
And
of English lessons being handed out this weekend for free as well. I wouldn't recommend following what's been said, but yeah, because it was wrong.
Yeah.
I have the attendance for tonight's game.
Oh, how
It's
many people?
interesting. Do you want to play with me, guys?
Is it in the 40s? Yes, I
Yes,
guess.
in the 40s, yeah, of course.
Okay, so 45,500.
Quite close.
Higher? Lower?
Close. You're close.
42,112.
No, Robert was closer. 45 is good, but you need another one.
46,321.
Less.
45,950.
Less.
41,300.
We're in the 45 definitely.
45,220.
More, but close.
Give us the stat, Mark.
Tails. 45,296.
Ooh.
I think it's good. Monday night, cold night in Madrid.
Oh, that was tough to watch. That was really hard to watch. Maybe try.
Have you seen Squid Game?
Yes.
That game they do with the I would
I played that when I was a kid.
I didn't understand the game.
It's fun. Are there? Okay, so we haven't done fun with flags.
We haven't done fun with flags.
There's not a whole lot going on in the game right
There is not.
now. You were very close to the attendance, by the way, Robert. I just saw the number.
Yeah, no, and Mark just said it. You weren't listening. to it.
No,
You
I
were
wasn't.
flipping
No,
coins.
not at all.
Which is not. You were not flipping off.
No.
When you flip someone off, you know what that means?
Do you want me to show it to you?
I don't know.
Are we allowed to?
It's not the same as flipping you.
Listen, I'm gonna choose peace. People on the live chat, where are you watching us from? And is there anybody watching from South Korea? Because
I need an explanation.
and I'm gonna have to remember the name of the game. I'm gonna have to look it up. It's called like Janji or I played when I was a kid. I had a friend back in the U.S. who both of his parents were from Korea, and he brought this game to school. It's like having 5 little marbles as Barça start attacking. Just want to make sure we're paying attention to the game, people.
Lamine Yamal's cross goes straight into the hands of the keeper. Keep going.
5 little marbles, and you throw them all on the table, and then you have to pick one up, toss it in the air, and pick up one,
Gonji.
and one, and one. What was it?
Gonji.
Say it one more time.
Gonji.
Kongji.
Guillermo says I am in Korea.
Gonji.
Okay.
I didn't
Have
understand
you
this
watched Squid
game.
Game too?
I watched Squid Game,
one
and
of
when
the
they were
games.
playing this game, I didn't understand how it worked.
It's like Jacks. Do you ever play Jacks?
No.
That's a
No,
game.
but it's Gonji. And I have to say that my wife got one of these to play at home. Yes, Spence.
You've played
I swear
also.
you.
It's a lot of fun.
It's impossible to do. With my hands, it's impossible.
Can I have the coin, Irati?
Yes.
Because I want to ask. Our audience a random question, because there's literally nothing going on in the game. I mean, the last thing that happened was one of the worst crosses of the season by Lamine Yamal into the hands of the keeper. So I want to ask the audience, as Barca now play it forward, trying to prove me wrong here. Are you in a coin flip? Are you a heads person or tails person? Option 1, heads. Option 2, tails. Option 3, what? What are you talking about?
Ooh.
I'm not.
You don't have a
I'm
preference?
what?
You don't have a preference?
You don't care?
You don't care? Caro creo?
I'd say no. Maybe heads is cara?
Heads
Yeah.
is cara?
Yeah.
I would say cara, maybe. Heads.
Yeah?
Tails never fails, baby.
Tails never fails.
Tails never fails. See, you watching the Super Bowl every year, one of the biggest things you do is try to determine the outcome of the coin flip at the beginning of the game.
Yeah?
And it was like tails for 12 years in a row or something. It never failed. Tails never failed.
Mark? Caro creo, heads or tails?
Always heads.
Are you going to flip it
Maybe
now?
it's a Catalan
The problem is that this coin does not have a head or... Well, I mean, it's got a number, the 5 cent, and it's got a palace on the
That's
back.
weird. All right,
Spain.
so that doesn't really apply.
So...
We need another coin.
number? Wait a minute. Which camera am I showing? Okay. Number 5
I guess that's cara, no?
or palace?
Because that's,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah,
back, yeah.
5 would be heads, and
Yeah.
the palace
So
would
heads?
be tails.
Or tails. There's only going to be one flip. And it's going to happen now.
Are you
We're
going to
put
catch
this
it,
to bed.
or are you going to?
No, I'm going to let it. I'm going to let it.
All right.
I'm going to let it drop.
I love how the referees do, like the...
Yeah.
Hold on.
Let's hope it's a good flip. Oh, wait a minute. Luis Suarez. Caro creo.
Thumbs up for heads, thumbs down for tails. He
Cara.
says heads. Cara.
Careful here. Hector Ford inside the box. Hector Ford back
Come on,
to Lamine
Lamine!
Yamal. Lamine Yamal's shot is blocked.
Ah.
And that's a corner kick. Okay, so we're going to put this to rest right now. Heads or tails? Live chat. What do you think? I hit Irati in the...
It's over here. It's there.
please.
It's there.
I need the VAR to know
I hit
exactly what
Irati in the
happened.
head. It's tails.
It's
tails.
tails.
Tails never fail.
Tails never fails. Telling you, man.
But I think maybe you have to do again. Take a look on the VAR. Because
Yeah, maybe
think
I
something
changed
happened
the
with Irati's
destination.
Do we have VAR?
What do you
Yeah.
mean again? No, you do it one time. That's it.
No, because it was on my head and I had
Is
it.
it- I think it's good. I think, yeah.
I think it's not good.
Just
No.
that?
Spence, do you
Yeah.
care
I
to
want
say it
replay.
again to the camera?
I want replay.
Tails never fails.
I want replay.
Speaking of the Super Bowl, by the way.
Yeah. I didn't watch it. I don't understand that sport.
No. It has nothing to do with the sport. I was going to talk about the halftime show for a second because it's just
Yeah,
important.
Alexia Putellas was there
And she was in a commercial.
Yeah.
in a commercial.
Just important to remember that, for better or worse, on that, in terms of that little rap battle that's going on over there,
Yeah.
Barça were on the Drake side of things a couple of years ago in the Clásico, whether they like it or not.
Oh, yeah. but he didn't. He didn't. He jinxed it for us.
It didn't.
The
yeah,
owl jinxed it for us.
It didn't go so well in that Clásico.
Do you think maybe for the next Clásico we should go with Kendrick?
Let me tell you something, man. We need to find a way to get the rights to that song on here. It would cost us several $1 million that we don't have, but it's a catchy song.
Ooh. Careful here with Rayo going forward. Rayo with a chance to cross the ball into the box. It's headed away by Íñigo Martínez. Thrown. Live chat just mentioned this. I don't think we know yet because things like get said on. Things get said on social media and get leaked out, so I don't think it's been leaked out yet,
I haven't
right?
seen anything.
No?
What?
Who would you like as the next artist / band on Barca's jersey for the Clásico?
Important news. Koundé and Olmo will be the first options for the second half, so they are going to the bench. I have to comment that 2 new players of Rayo are coming in. So Embarban Gumbau, a former Barça player, Enteca and Pedro Díaz were out, but Koundé and Olmo will be the first player to enter in the second half.
Mark, who would you like?
Sorry?
Who would you like as the band, as the next, like for the Clásico, on the front of the shirt?
Difficult to say. Difficult to say. I'm not on music right now, but
I've got one clear choice.
Wait, just can we recap real quick? So it was Drake and Rosalia.
No, I would
Karol
like
G.
I would like Bob Dylan.
Oh,
A new
Bob Dylan.
new movie will be on the
Yeah.
screens in the next days, and I love that. So why not a classic one, not a modern one?
I think he's got a difficult character. I don't know how those negotiations would go. But yeah.
But we've had 5 so far. It was
Or a Catalan one. Why not a
La
Catalan one?
Mushka.
A Catalan one would be cool.
Mushka
but-
Ocas Grasas.
Yeah, I've got a better answer though. Spence, you were saying, oh, careful, the ball played inside the box. Rafinha into the hands of Batalla. I don't think there was enough there for a penalty.
2 years ago. This shirt, it was Drake Rosalia.
Drake Rosalia, yes.
And
Karol
then,
G.
It was the
and Coldplay.
Stones and Karol G, and then Coldplay this year.
Yeah, Karol G was the one I was forgetting. Stones, Karol G, Coldplay.
I like Agung Irga's answer, although I think it's unlikely. Linkin Park. Big fan of Linkin Park. Who else? Jimmy Pokeman says Kendrick Lamar, what we were just saying.
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
Patrick Dobradi says, I'm a metalhead fan, so that was... Metallica would be his option. Imagine Dragons by El Gato Variado. Jordi Cochran saying Quevedo. I disagree. I disagree.
Why not?
Indrek Kamani says, careful here, the cross cleared away by De Jong. Says Bruno Mars, Eminem, and Linkin Park. Wow, well, there's a lot of them.
There's the banner around the stadium right now, around the pitch, is throwing out tons of artists and saying new album.
Yeah.
They just had The Weeknd new album. There was some band that I've never heard of. There's The Weeknd. Some band I've never heard of called Creepy Nuts.
Diana says Taylor Swift. Seba Serrato says Bad Bunny. And there's one here. Oh, Elmer Day says Selena Gomez or AC/DC. That's quite a wide range.
Yeah.
I like it.
AC/DC could be cool.
You know, I think which one I think would be appropriate because of the link that artist has with the city of Barcelona, and he's played so many times in Barcelona. The boss, Bruce Springsteen.
True.
He's an enthusiast of the city of Barcelona, so I think we should have the boss on the next Barca shirt.
Football time.
Yeah, football time. Yeah, go.
Oasis.
2 substitutions. Yeah, Oasis would be for sure, but I think they prefer City's shirts. Why not next Wednesday? So substitutions, Koundé on Hector Ford and Dani Olmo on Gavi. So important substitutions, of course. Hansi Flick is thinking that the team needs something new, something has to change because we are 1 goal up, but feelings are not so good in the second half. So Gavi is out of the pitch, the same as Hector Ford. Koundé will come in, so Koundé will remain next to Kubashir, the only player who have played all the games this season. And yeah, it's time to Dani Olmo. It's Olmo time.
Yeah, is it working, Spence?
What is?
Your watch, the Olmo time watch.
Yes.
Okay, no, I know. Because he hasn't scored lately.
No.
So
I need it to be working so that I can show the world. But right now, this is all it is.
give us some clocks, I guess, or some watches, or whatever it is. The clock emoji on the live chat for Dani Olmo coming onto the pitch. Let's see if he can make a difference.
Immediately making an impact with a nice little connection pass.
Yeah, we needed like a little bit of
loses
more
it.
creation there.
Let's see. I am going to Olmo time this live chat.
Catalan artists could be cool.
Yeah, Mushka.
Oh, only Rosalia has been there.
Yeah,
right?
I mean, we've had a
she's
Catalan artist in Rosalia. Yeah.
Would
Like
you
some
prefer
Busto coming back this year?
Figa Flowers or Ocas Grasses? The same as Cubarsí answer from El No Club. You can watch it on
Oh,
Barcelona.
yeah.
I'm surprised because we have a, we got a lot of people with strong opinions out there. I'm surprised nobody said Shakira.
I guess there was. I mean, maybe careful here, Tech with the save. We need a second goal, guys.
We have to wake up, Robert. More to
We
the
have to
second
wake
goal.
up.
Yeah.
Give us some alarm clocks because it's almost time, but we need the wake-up call. Give us some alarm clocks on the live
There
chat.
they are.
guys.
They're coming. They're right there.
I'm,
right as you asked for them.
I'm going to do it as well. Oh,
Me too.
get some alarm clocks on that live chat because.
Ooh, I like the hourglass.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Where's the alarm clock? Oh, here
Maybe
it is.
you can copy and paste.
Got it.
There's
Got it.
some
Got it.
there.
Got it. Got it. Someone's saying, "Can I get a shout out?" Where is it? Temps says, "Can I get a shout out?" Blue and red hearts. Shout out, Temps. Shout out to you. Who will score the next goal? Temps and rest of the live chat. Who will score the next goal? I'm thinking Rafinha.
Could be.
I
He
believe,
always shows up.
I believe in Dani Olmo.
You believe in Dani Olmo. You believe it's time.
Maybe Dani almost is for Rafinha.
You believe it. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, but definitely something needs to happen.
Montjuic is starting to sing Barça, Barça.
Yes.
Barça.
Yes.
The wake-up call from the stands. We have the wake-up call in our chat.
I think Barca could use a coffee at this point.
Yeah, I mean, it's more like Blue Monday at the moment.
Yeah.
I guess it's not Blue Monday because we're not losing. but
Monday. Oh yeah,
Uy.
There's a song by the Boomtown Rats that says, "Tell me why I don't like Mondays."
Monday.
Monday's not a football day.
No,
There should be no football
definitely
on
not.
Mondays.
Yeah, people don't really like it.
It's just to recover about the weekend.
I like it.
You like
I like
Mondays?
Monday football. Gives me something to do on Monday night. Otherwise,
I mean, there's other things in life besides in football.
is there? There is? Are you sure?
I am sure. You should know.
Nerd.
I like
Bit of a football nerd.
I like football.
Or soccer.
I don't call it that. Unless I'm talking to my ignorant friends
Ignorant friends from.
from other places. We need something, man.
Yeah.
We do need
We need a
something.
coffee. Anybody? I'll go get one. You want a coffee?
Well,
Thank you. I agree.
I do agree.
Yeah.
It is a yawn game. You're
Robert-
right there, Buzz Official Intelligence. Yeah.
Right? I mean, you know, this is what happens. But my prediction is still right in the mix.
I
Most
mean,
certainly
all
is.
of ours.
Shut up.
Well, Robert might be
Bugger off.
a little bit difficult for 5.
Dear. Yeah, 5-1
Yeah.
seems like a bit of a stretch right now. My prediction. Here's Frankie de Jong. The Barca fans at the stadium trying to energize the players. Here's Balde after the switch by Lamine Yamal. Balde can drive inside. Olmo with the turn.
Oi.
Go Olmo, go Dani. Go
Si,
Dani.
penal.
Dani tumbles over. And Rafinha's shot is cleared for a corner kick.
I think it was a penalty.
Danny's not claiming for a penalty.
No, and Rayo players tried to put him up. And almost said, let me alone, please.
Yeah,
Don't
he
touch
said.
me.
Well,
No, don't do that.
well.
No, it's not a penalty. That's not a penalty.
Nah, okay.
Not in a million years.
They cross straight into the hands of Batalla, who now wants to play it out quickly, and it will be a throw-in for Barça.
Monday.
I like the last attack of Barça with more patience, touching the ball from inside the box, just putting the ball from one side to the other side. It has to be the way that we have to follow.
For a moment, I confused Mark's voice with Barcelona.
With the artificial intelligence.
Why are you telling Zerachi?
Oh my goodness.
Can you talk now, Mark?
Now Artificial Intelligence has this really strange, high-pitched Mark Brau voice.
Why are you talking about me, guys?
Oh my God.
Oh dear.
Is it Mark or?
Somebody stop this.
Come on, Olmo.
Go Danny. Go Danny. Down the middle, he's got Rafinha ahead of him, Lewandowski as well, Balde on the left. Here goes a great pass by Dani Olmo. Rafinha!
No, it was
over the
there.
crossbar.
Ah.
So many chances for Rafinha in this game.
It was great, that one.
Great chance, no offside. Wonderful pass by Dani Olmo.
But Daya does it well. Like, he just
Rafinha had
runs.
to pull off the attempt quickly before colliding into the keeper.
Uy, he
Rafinha
hurt himself?
grabbing the back of his left leg there.
It's a couple of chances for Rafinha.
Well, and he had two in the first half as well.
You know,
Olmo completely changed the game.
With that angle on the replay of Olmo, that one actually looked more like a penalty than the rest of them. But those
he touches first the ball.
Those are the 50-50 ones where it's whatever gets called on the pitch is what you got to stick with.
I have to say that the fact that Dani Olmo didn't say nothing maybe could be a kid. So new subs on Rayo's players. You'll have to help me.
Oscar Valentin.
Oscar Valentin and Trejo.
Yeah. And coming in, and Isi is out. Surprising for me. Maybe I think that Isi has some problems. Maybe physical problems. Or no.
Well, it hasn't been the best season for Isi.
Yeah.
Like, it's not the Isi we
but
remember
he scored
from
a goal. He scored a great goal against Madrid to get a draw. So he scored the most important day. And and it's Pathetis, the other one?
Yeah, Pathetis.
So Oscar Valentin, midfield on him. And as you said, Trejo, the captain, many seasons in Rayo Vallecano, is in.
Trejo changed his name on the shirt. TGR?
TJP.
TJP.
I don't know. I don't know what that stands for.
Let me see.
It's in the lineup. TJP one.
Maybe Trejo and then whatever his second last name is.
Yeah, I guess.
Maybe the sounds.
It sounds like an artist, right?
Yeah, no, it's like RDT. They also had him.
Yeah. Yeah, I was going to say. Is he still at Espanyol? No.
No, he's in Rayo still.
True. He went from Espanyol to Rayo.
Disappeared sometime, and I think this week or last week.
Something strange happened with him.
Came back to training.
Something strange happened in his career, from being one of the best strikers in La Liga to disappearing.
Yeah. Well, he was called up by the national team when he was in Espanyol, like doing great, I think.
Right. I have a question for you guys. Are you nervous?
I'm not.
My option is option 2, because it's Monday and it's late and we're 1-0 up and this game is giving me nothing.
You work tomorrow?
I do work tomorrow.
You
I
work
work
tomorrow?
every day
I
of
work
the week.
tomorrow.
Except
I work tomorrow.
Sunday, I think. When did Barça play at the weekend? Saturday, right?
Saturday.
This
Saturday,
weekend.
Las
Las Palmas.
In Las Palmas?
And then Tuesday.
Oh, yeah, in Las Palmas, yeah. 1 hour less in the Canary Islands. Option 2 for me. Can this game end now, please? I've had it with this game.
Yeah, we kind of reached our limit, I think.
Although
I'm at 0% nervous right now, I have to say.
Although Rayo could have easily scored. It could be 1-1.
And Barça could have easily scored a couple of others.
True. Long ball played by Rayo Vallecano. Barça will have to defend here. Incoming cross.
That's a good ball.
That's a good one on the turn. The volley into the hands of.
That's the only thing that's going to make you slightly more nervous is that this game can turn on a dime in the blink of an eye.
It can.
Because they have talent and they have shown that.
Mark,
That was
last
almost a
season,
golazo.
the 2 Pedri goals came very late, right? The ones that made it 2 and 3.
Oh, that was the game that I commentated. I just realized this game.
Just the second goal, the first of Pedri, was after a incredible individual action by João Felix.
Yeah.
João Felix.
Yeah.
And the second one was an Araujo long ball over the top.
Long ball, yeah. But Barça, that day was difficult for Rayo Vallecano because they were suffering. And finally, it was very interesting because Barça also we were happy for the winning, and Rayo players were happy because it was mathematically that they will continue. They could continue one more season in La Liga.
Yeah.
Instead, they lose 3-0. So
No, but they still clinched it in the end, so they celebrated anyway. You're right.
yeah.
It was the second to last match day of the season, and Lamine assisted Lewandowski in the first 3 minutes of the game.
Guys, this game's right now at the point in which Luis Suarez has gone to sleep.
He has.
Yawn.
He's sleeping with his eyes open, but yeah. He's now
Is
woken
he-
up. We woke him up.
Is he a shark? A horse?
Careful here, Lewandowski inside the box. The shot by Lewandowski is blocked.
2 new players for Barça are coming in. We have the image. Paul Cuyas is showing you the image. I don't know if you can watch it, but Ferran the Shark and Eric Garcia will be the third and the fourth Barça player to come in the second half.
Okay, Puyol has fallen asleep as well. He's woken up now. Ferran is gonna come on.
And Eric.
I'm guessing for Lewandowski. Eric Garcia as a midfielder or as a centre back?
I would like to see all of the defenders still in the game.
Yes, so would I.
I think putting him in for Pedri
Frankie
or Frankie, yeah, that could work.
is still playing, right? Yeah.
Is it time? Oi, whoa.
Oh,
Carlos, wake up, buddy.
Carlos, wake up.
Wake up. You got work to do.
Yeah, Luis Suarez telling him off. He is an intense guy, that Uruguayo.
It was usually the other way around.
Okay. Rayo Vallecano in space here. Careful. Álvaro Garcia driving in. Also having to defend here. Trejo or TJP.
TJP sounds more cool.
Rayo in possession. The fans getting a bit frustrated here now.
Yeah, how are there still like 15 minutes left to go in this game?
Oh,
What a game by Íñigo, guys. I think he will be for sure in my votes of the
What
player
a
of the match.
season for Íñigo. Like,
Yeah.
he's being outstanding. One of the best of the team.
now Lamine Yamal playing it through to Jules Koundé. Dani Olmo's coming from behind. Koundé goes deep.
See?
Koundé back to Dani Olmo. Can he get there? Oh, Olmo with a touch.
She just
Good idea.
Too long into the hands of Batalla.
is close. But those runs of Koundé are giving a little bit of breath for the team.
One of those in which you hope to hang on to the result and just celebrate the 3 points. Because there's not much else to celebrate.
I think also for the players, like not putting it as excuse, but when they change completely your schedule and it's on a Monday, you're not used to it. And
Substitutions, and I have to
I don't
say
know, yeah.
that I think that it's a yellow card for one of Barca's members of Barca's bench. I don't know.
I don't know.
It
no,
was a
for
clean-
Frutos, no?
Yeah, for him. No, I don't know if he shown it or not. But well, Kubarsi and Lewandowski are the players who are going out.
Oh,
Kubarsi out, and Eric Garcia will play, and Lewandowski with the goal scored tonight from the penalty spot. 20 goals this season in La Liga, 32. Just only one behind his record in Barça career, 33 first season, 26 the second one, 32 this season. Remember that last game at home also we won with an only goal scored by Lewandowski against Alaves.
Okay, Ferran and Eddie Garcia have come on. Round of applause, guys, for the shark and for Eddie Garcia. Round of applause for Cubarsí and for Robert Lewandowski, our scorer in this game. 9 minutes remaining. Can we get a second goal, please? The ball played through to Lamine Yamal. Lamine into the box at the far post. Rafinha heads it back in. Will Barca score another goal before the end? Yes, no, 2 goals. I mean, I'm going to go yes because I want to be optimistic.
You think yes?
I hope yes.
But that's not what you think.
There are no indicators. There are no... not feeling it.
Ay, Dios mío.
I could be wrong.
I thought you were going to teach Alia some more words today.
Some Catalan words.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll teach her a Catalan word, which is the word for boring, which is this game. And the word is avorrit. A-V-O-R-R-I-T. Avorrit.
Really?
This game is avorrit. Did you not know that?
No. I mean, I'd heard it and I always assumed that it was spelled like aburrido, like A-B.
Yeah, oh yeah, A-B-U. In Spanish it's A-B-U.
A-V-O, aburrit.
Avorrit.
Yeah.
Indeed, in my Catalan, I say avorrit, no avorrit.
It's not
Spence,
aburrit.
how do you say this game is boring, Spence, in Catalan?
El partit és avorrit.
Molt bé.
Avorrit.
I el català correcte?
Passa'l.
Clar.
And Casado is Catalan, and it's correct, and he will be in.
Okay. I'm guessing for Frankie?
The other mildly confusing part about Catalan, among other things, is that there's no estar. It's mostly all just ser.
Sorry?
In a way. Hold on. There's no estar. It's mostly all just ser. Like
No, it's both.
would you say es aburrit or
Aquest partit
està?
és avorrit.
Es aburrit.
Pero ella está aburrit.
Yeah, exactly.
All right, now you've confused me even more.
Luis Suárez está aburrit.
Because, yeah, if...
That's true, because if you were to say Luis Suarez es aburrit,
Es
It means
avorrit.
it
he
means
is
in
boring.
general as a person he's
Yeah.
boring.
He's not.
Oh, this is... we found it!
Cumbia.
We got it.
He's not aburrit anymore.
Do it, Luis. Right. We made Luis Suarez feel at home now. Although, Spencer, it looks like you were having all the fun.
I try.
Not much of a dance in this one.
I'm trying to take us to the finish line here.
Here is Pedri. Back to Balde. De Jong.
Let's run.
Oh, let my Frankie.
Ole!
Now Pedri back to Íñigo Martínez. Barça hanging on to the ball, which is what we need to do until the end. Maybe look for a second goal.
Yeah, it could be cool.
It'd be very nice to look for a second goal. You remember my prediction, which said 5-1?
I remember you said that. I'm surprised nobody went for a 1-0. It just doesn't happen this year.
It doesn't.
Yeah.
It happened once.
It used to happen when we
Okay,
were
you didn't-
together a lot.
Do you know who it happened
Maybe
against?
that's why.
I don't remember.
Oh, it was against the...
Alaves. It was Alaves.
Oh, it happened twice then.
Yeah, and Getafe, Alaves and Getafe.
Exactly. That's where I was going.
Yeah.
Getafe, always an entertaining game.
When Casado and a Rayo player waiting for enter, I have to say that we won't have a lot of other time in this
thank
game
God for that.
because we don't waste many time. Oh, big tackle on Koundé. Oh, come on, Lamine.
Koundé got
Keep
tackled
going,
from
don't
behind, and
stop.
Lamine chases the ball and keeps going. Lamine inside. Lamine, Yamal.
Ah.
Pass too heavy. Olmo couldn't keep it controlled.
And now Koundé's lying on the pitch, but Rayo players are not throwing out the ball. The referee doesn't want also to stop. So Barca fans are complaining. And finally the referee stopped. Finally the referee stopped.
Yeah, when the ball was won back by Barca.
I just commented that I don't expect a lot of added time.
Maybe now.
Maybe now, but I think that,
But also with the changes, maybe around 4.
but not more. Irati, no goals, not a lot of wasting time.
No,
So
not really. Just
will go
because of
for
the
3.
changes.
Yeah.
I don't generally like to engage, but there is an account called Farsa Barcelona saying freaking Barcelona can't handle a team like Rayo. Ha ha ha. We're beating them. How is that not handling a team like Rayo? I mean, it's not been the best game.
Didn't
but
Real Madrid draw with Rayo just like a month ago? Or
I
2?
don't know.
Frankie's out. Frankie's out. The Dutch player, the last action for him was that roulette. So Frankie de Jong will go out and Marc Casado will play the last 3 minutes.
Okay, there is that final substitution. Frenkie de Jong replaced by Marc Casado. 87th minute. Guys, can we get the
a hard
last
tackle.
question on the screen? The one that we had prepared, Jordi Cochran, of the when did you stop believing? Or when did you have doubts? I can't remember how we phrased it. Cochran, can we get the question on the screen? There it is. When did you least think Barca could lead La Liga? Was it after Getafe Barça? Was it post Barça Atletico, that defeat in December, right before Christmas? Or did you always believe? I always believed because, as I've said, show after show after show, game after game after game, you do not win titles in December, January, or February.
Not even today.
So 3.
Yeah.
I mean, Barca was leading by 10 points, I think it was. 10, 8?
It was either 10 or 8.
Yeah.
10.
It was 10, I think it was 10, but
I
it wasn't
think
at
it was
the end
10.
of the match day.
Yeah. And if they could recover that, it means that we could also recover the distance they were putting ahead of.
Guys,
Yeah.
but I think we have to wait until the end of the game to answer the question because Rayo's attacking.
We might look silly. We might look silly, yes. As Rayo cross the ball into the box, the switch over to De Frutos, who sets it up on the edge of the box, careful with the possibility to shoot. Trejo, Olmo heads it away. Now Lamine Yamal will protect, and Lamine plays it through to Pedri. Let's go, let's go. Go Pedri, go Pedri, go Pedri, go Pedri. Pedri recovers,
back.
Ferran through, Lamine, go Lamine. Lamine with a heavy touch. It's just all clumsy today.
Yeah, like between the 3 of them, they didn't know.
We're so good at counterattacks this season, and that was not an example of what we've been doing well so far this season. Okay. 89th minute. How much added time? Marc, you were just saying you don't think it's going to be a lot.
No, with
like
the last
4 minutes?
With the last actions, maybe 4, yeah. With the last actions, the last follow on Koundé, but not more. I have to say not more.
Last round of substitutions as well. I mean, there hasn't been any injuries or VAR interventions in the second half.
No, just that one of Koundé.
Yeah. I'd be surprised to see 5, but I mean...
5.
See? There you go. There you go. Careful with Rayo playing it into the middle. The header goes over the crossbar.
That was your one chance. You got to bury that if you're De Frutos. That's a huge break. That should have been a
cross by
goal.
Barba,
Wow.
who was not offside, and the header by De Frutos went over the crossbar.
Was completely alone.
Yeah, I think that the cross was a little bit high, and De Frutos is not very tall.
Still, you expect to score that.
Yeah, and I have to say that 5 minutes for me are many minutes. Many minutes. I remember all the games that, not only Barça games, I mean in general, that more time was wasted. But, well, and maybe it could be 1 more minute, because I saw the referee touching his hand and saying, I will add more. So
well, I
more
mean,
time to suffer.
If we are to be fair, we've complained about this a lot. Right now, what Szczęsny just did is something that we've complained about a lot, which is keepers wasting time on goal kicks.
The other football.
We have to be fair. We've talked about it a lot this season. Oh dear. Íñigo Martínez knocked over by Guardiola. And what a clear chance for Rayo. If I recall correctly, Rayo had a clear chance at the end of the game in Vallecas as well. It was Enteca, right, Marc?
Yeah, yeah. After the injury of Mar Bernal.
Yeah. Right, here's Lamine. Oh, what a touch by Lamine Yamal. Lamine Yamal could get into the box. Lamine is
That could be
dragged
penalty.
down.
So
And-
goal kick is the call.
Goal kick
Let's
is the call.
hold on a second. Let's take a look at the replay.
Pedri is complaining about the penalty, but the referee says nothing.
And the referee says
And
no.
the referee is saying 2 more minutes.
2.
Yeah, I saw the referee. You have to help me. At
We
least
didn't
one.
see it.
At least one. At least one. One for sure. But
Well, one with all the Szczęsny time wasting.
There's no penalty.
No penalty.
No.
It felt more in life than with the replays.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it's 1 or 2 more minutes, but for sure we will go to 96 or 97. So more time to suffer.
Right, give us some support for Barca in the live chat. Come on, final minutes. Let's hang on here. Looking to get the 3
And
points.
it's cold. We need some warmth. We need fire. We have to defend.
Some fire emojis on the live chat to keep things warm, to give Barca some energy towards the end of the game. Give us some fire emojis, come on, and some Blaugrana hearts. Give us all the support you can on the live chat. And yeah, Barca just hanging on here.
Come on.
Nicely
Ball
done.
played forward.
Just
Rafinha
get it
couldn't
out of
keep it
there.
in. Rafinha heads it back onto the pitch. Rayo forced backwards right now by Barca. Ball into the
I
hands of
remember that
Badalla.
in Vallecas, I think 10 minutes of added time we got.
Yeah, and sadly in that added time, Mar Bernal got injured. There's Ratil inside. Eric Garcia gets in ahead. Eric Garcia gives away a corner kick.
Corner kick, yeah. Batalla, the goalkeeper of Rayo, is asking to the bench if he can go to the box or not.
Corner kick to Rayo Vallecano. Come on, keep the support coming on the live chat, guys. Hearts,
And
fire,
the goalkeeper is
whatever.
coming in. The goalkeeper, Batalla, is coming to the box. All the Barca players inside the box to defend this corner kick.
Okay, Batalla has come up. Gumbau is going to cross it in, a former Barca player. Incoming cross by Gerard Gumbau. The header up in the air. It's going to go out, and it's a goal kick for Barca. Oof.
2 minutes?
At least one. I have to say I just was far from the action, but I saw the referee with the hand talking with the fourth referee. So at least 1 more minute. So we have to go until 96, and let's win if it's 96 or 97.
Okay, Szczęsny.
I think he will reach 95. The tension in the bench of Barca, like, they know, like, it's an important game.
Well, it's a very important game. We can go up to the top of the standings once again. Ferran Torres called for a foul.
Yellow card for him.
Yellow card for the Shark.
It's never ending.
This game, yeah.
The longest 5
it
minutes
Tuesday
ever.
yet?
Almost.
Right.
Now we're at the point where we just don't know when the final whistle is going to be.
Nope.
Yeah.
90. We're over the 95th minute, and Barca have the ball.
Let's
Here
keep
is
the ball.
Koundé. Ferran's running. So's Rafinha. Long ball played by Koundé, intercepted by Batalla, who's at the halfway line right now, keeping possession for his team.
That was a weird thing.
Yeah, that was a very weird thing.
The ball is out. Ball is out.
Throw in Barça. Throw in
So-
Barça. Okay, Rayo gave the ball away. So a few
And-
seconds left.
We have to wait if it's now or we have to wait 1 more minute.
Yeah.
What he tried.
Yeah,
man.
I mean, this was bizarre.
He thought he was Ronaldinho.
Yeah. Okay, throw in Barça. 96th minute now.
End of game, guys. End of game. We are the
Finally.
leaders of the Liga.
Vamos. Right, Mark, we'll talk to you in post-game and we'll be hearing from our players. We're waiting for their reactions. Barça, top of the table after the 1-0 win against Rayo Vallecano at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic.
I got scared.
Oh, I get it. We've defeated the
Yeah.
Lightning!
We've defeated the Lightning, and yeah, we are top of the table, 51 points. Robert Lewandowski scored from the penalty spot, and right now we've gone from here to here. First spot in La
Very,
Liga.
very tight.
After 24 games played, there are still 14 remaining. A lot of things can happen. We're tied at points with Real Madrid. One ahead of Atletico de Madrid. It seemed unfathomable a month ago, and yet somehow we are here. Right, stay tuned because we've got highlights coming for you. We've got reactions, interviews with the players. We'll hear from Hansi Flick as well. We'll vote for the best player in the game. Stay tuned, guys. We're coming back in a couple of minutes. Barça got the job done on this Monday night of football. 1-0 at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic, which was not the best game of the season, but the 3 points count anyway. Robert Lewandowski did it from the penalty spot, a game which had some decisions by the referee that will be talked about, no doubt, during the week, but it was a clear penalty on Íñigo Martínez, and Lewandowski made it 1-0 from the penalty spot, and there were no more goals after that. Barça did have the chances and were let off the hook a couple of times by Rayo Vallecano, who put up a good fight in this match day 24 in La Liga. 24 games gone. We are tied at points with Real Madrid at the top of the table. 51. We have a better goal difference than them. Therefore, we are once again the league leaders, guys.
Let's go.
That feels great. It was a Blaugrana Monday in the end.
Right, I can go straight to the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic because Marc Brau has the first protagonist. Marc Brau is standing next to Alejandro Balde. All yours, Marc.
Yeah, next to one of the best players of the game, we are next to Alejandro Balde. Alejandro, què tal, com estàs? Bona nit.
Good night.
Normal.
I'm tired.
Bé, avui s'havia de guanyar, no? S'havia de guanyar per ser líder, s'havia de guanyar per continuar amb aquesta
Today
bona
had to
ratxa.
win, to go top of the league to keep on this good streak. Yeah, we knew we had to win today to go top of the league. It was a really complicated game. But the important thing is that we got the 3 points. It's important this now in the length of the league season when you're not at your best to still win the points. Yeah, I think obviously we've often scored 3 out of 4 goals this season in games, but you know, today we kept a clean sheet, which is really important, and defended really well. With how the team played, you know, with how the game went, what do you think that the team needed to improve maybe? I mean, I think we played really well, honestly. I think we played a great game. Obviously, other games you can win by 3 or 4 goals. Today that wasn't the case. I think today we were brilliant defensively, though. After the game against Getafe, I mean, you were 7 points behind Real Madrid. Now you go top again. Yeah, it's true, we were 7 points behind. But honestly, we've always been focused on ourselves. We only look at ourselves. We knew that if we carried on with our dynamic, we'd get points, and that's what's happened.
The words of Alejandro Balde talking that if we focus on ourselves, things could be good. So after the game against Getafe, Barça was 7 points behind Real Madrid on the standings, and now we are the leaders of La Liga.
Right, thank you, Marc. And keep the protagonists coming. We'll come to you whenever you've got players to interview. Guys, Alejandro Balde saying that the team, being that far away from Real Madrid and Atletico, thought, hey, let's focus on what we can do. Let's worry about our problems. They've addressed it. They've played better in the month of January and February, and here we are back again.
This is a marathon. It's not a sprint. Yeah. And you know that game after game, match day after match day, results are going to fluctuate, not just for you, but amongst the things that you can't control. And this weekend turned out to be the perfect weekend for Barça because Madrid dropped points, Atleti dropped points, and here you are gaining 2 points on both of them, and now you're atop the table.
14 games left, though.
Yeah, like it was not won before, it's not won now. Like because if it's super tight, 51-51-50. Like it's incredible how this race is going to be until the end. And of course, it's not done now because like there's many things that can happen on the way.
As a matter of fact, Spence, you said a couple of weeks ago, it's been a while since the La Liga race or the title race went down to the wire, down to the final game. And this one looks like one that could be like that.
14 weeks to go, 3 teams separated by 1 point. Had Athletic Club not dropped points to Espanyol, they would only be 4 points back of the top. So, listen, let's see what happens next. It's time to start doing research, legitimate research, on when the last time it looked like this.
Right, well, what we can do is show you the highlights of this game. Let's do it. Let's go and see what happened today at the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic on this Monday night of football, match day 24 in La Liga. There are the highlights with the players coming out with the red Blaugrana wristband initiative. And Barça had some chances initially, but we did see that Rayo Vallecano, with their man-to-man press and with their style of play under Íñigo Pérez, were going to put up a fight.
Yeah, like Rayo was closing up the spaces. Indeed, those first 20 minutes, I think, were the best 20 minutes of the game for Barça. We had chances to open the game and score the first one, especially Rafinha had a couple of them, and I think we would have seen a different game if those ones would enter, but it's a difficult team, Rayo Vallecano.
And it was in the 26th minute when VAR intervened on a corner kick, a fall by Íñigo Martínez inside the box. It's a clumsy penalty by Pate Cis. It's an unnecessary penalty, I'd say, because the ball wasn't even going to get to Íñigo Martínez, but it's a clear foul.
Yeah, and players in general just have to learn that they really have to stop overdoing it in set-piece actions like that, because as you see Lamine with a good chance here, but again, Batalla was strong. You can't be pulling and tugging and sending people to the ground because we have cameras there. We're going to go back and watch it.
And this was the best chance for Rayo Vallecano in the first half. Enteca denied by Szczesny. A good save there. And here is the action that was controversial if you are a Rayo Vallecano fan. De Frutos scored, and there is why it's disallowed, because I think it's Mumin who gets in the path of Íñigo Martínez. He's blocking the run of Íñigo Martínez as he runs back. You'll hear all sorts of opinions. I've just read an opinion online of a former referee saying it's a clear penalty because it blocks Íñigo Martínez's run backwards.
Yeah.
I mean, all the ex-referees are saying that it's well called, like, of course, Real Madrid fans, Atlético de Madrid fans, or Rayo Vallecano fans are going to say the opposite, but the rules are the rules.
And Rayo Vallecano had chances in the second half. So did Barça here. Dani Olmo with a sweet turn, trying to get around the keeper, and the chance by Rafinha was saved by Batalla. Spence, you mentioned before the game how Batalla was having a great season.
Yeah, he proved it again today, and really the only blemish on his 90 minutes was the fact that he went the wrong way in diving for the penalty, and even if he had chosen the right way, that hit the post and then went in.
And this was the final chance of the game for Rayo Vallecano. De Frutos of the cross by Barba, and Barca were lucky there in the end not to concede. A similarity with the game that was played in match day 3 at the Campo de Vallecas, in which Rayo had a late chance. That time it was Enteca who missed, and this time De Frutos let Barca off the hook. There's good news and there's bad news in this game. Shall we address the controversy first? Because I'm for one, I'd like to just get it over with. Penalty, clear as day, I'd say. Yeah. Unnecessary, but clear as day.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, clear grab from behind, stumbles over. Yeah.
Also because you see Íñigo Martínez trying to go forward and he can't.
Listen, it was definitely a penalty. There's no question about it. But let's be clear. If in the previous action, on the other side, when Mumin was being tugged...
I was going to go there now. So... we got a replay later on. There are two actions that Rayo Vallecano claim happened inside of Barca's box. One is a stumble in a situation with Cubarsí, which I don't think is a penalty. It's the one we got replayed with Enteca when they were showing the replay for the disallowed goal.
It's a similar grab.
They're both grabbing each other. And I think Enteca goes down a bit too easily when he feels a slight contact.
I wasn't talking about that.
I know. Okay. That was the one that I don't think is. I think that if you look at the Hector Ford grab of the shirt from certain angles, you could call a penalty.
That's all I was going to say, is that it wasn't called a penalty. But if the referee had blown his whistle and said that's a penalty,
VAR is not
overturning it. Yeah. And we would have lived with that decision. That these subjective decisions, you know, we play a long season, and these calls, sometimes they go your way, and sometimes they don't. And we've been on the other side of this complaining about it.
Oh, yeah.
And rightfully, you have to be enough of a responsible adult to admit to yourself when you get away with one. And I think they did.
I think Barca kind of got away with one, although... tugging of the shirt is not equivalent to what happened.
No, you can't compare them.
You can't compare what happened in one box and the other.
No.
But they are comparing the Enteca one.
Yes, which has no, for me, has no comparison.
Every play is its own individual
and
ecosystem.
For me, tugging of the shirt, although it seemed blatant, it's who is it? Mumin, who Mumin manages to get himself into a position to head the ball, and I think that's what ultimately the referee, or had the referee decide against calling anything.
It's a
here.
fine line. This is a really hard sport to judge because all of these subjective plays are happening every single game, and it's impossible to get them all right.
And they are put in the spotlight when Football Club Barcelona, Real Madrid, and now Atletico de Madrid are involved.
Also because it's not being an easy season for the referees. Like in the end, everyone's complaining because everyone.
Right, let's focus on the football because Marc Brau is standing next to Hansi Flick.
Next was the coach to commend the victory against Rayo. Hi, Hansi, how are you? Well, first of all, I want you to value this victory. How do you value this victory, this big effort that the team did to be the leader, but especially to win 4th consecutive in a row?
No, sometimes it's also good to have the 3 points. And the end today was like a day like this. It was a tough match, hard match for us, for the players, because the opponent did it really great. So this is what I can say, and of course we have to speak about these things. We will analyze everything, and then we see what we can do better.
You always like to talk about the football part, but how important is also the soul that the team showed, especially in the second half in defense. Valde told us outside that sometimes you're not playing good, but you have to put everything you have on the pitch. So are you happy with this?
I think this is a little bit different than maybe in the first beginning of the season, so when we struggle a little bit. So now we defend really with a good attitude, and it helps a lot to keep a clean sheet.
And the last one, we talked many times about the leader, but finally, after the draw against Getafe, the team was 7 points behind the leader. So how do you value the way that the team just get up for this?
No, I said in this moment, I said also we will fight till the end, and we're doing like that also. So it's not finished. Okay, we are now in a good situation. It's good for the club. I think also for the confidence for the player, and of course for the fans, for the whole club. It's a big thing, but it's not at the end. It's we have to go a long way.
Thank you. Congrats.
You're welcome.
We will fight until the end. The words that Hansi Flick told us in Getafe a month ago, it's true. Barça is fighting, and he's not very happy with the level of football that the team showed tonight, but he's happy with the passion and the soul that the team put on the pitch tonight.
Thank you, Marc. Well, we expect nothing less for the team to fight until the
nice touch,
end of the season. I think maybe a frustrating game today if you are Hansi Flick.
Yeah, probably not what he expected, but I think he was clear yesterday and today with Marc Brau that Rayo Vallecano is a difficult team.
Rayo Vallecano is most definitely a difficult team right now, in
well
6th. On the way up, really. Inigo Perez is doing a great job for Rayo Vallecano. Hansi tried to change things with the substitutions. Olmo made a good impact, but ultimately it just didn't change the way things were going.
It didn't add the goal, but he did provide new chances for them. He was creating, and the entire midfield needs to be applauded for what they did today, because they were really the ones to break the lines often when they had the chance. In the end, all you need is one if you put up a clean sheet.
Exactly, and I did want to talk about that clean sheet in just a second, but before we went to Marc Brau, we were talking about the controversies. I want to close the book,
please.
but I just take on the disallowed goal, the block.
I think it's clear. I didn't see it clear in the beginning. Once you read the rule, the rule is clear, and he was blocking Íñigo Martínez, who was trying to interfere, and so Barça couldn't concede that goal. So the rule is clear. If they want to change the rule, then they can complain. But.
And we come on this show and we try to be as unbiased as possible. Unlike other places that have their own agendas, we're just gonna say this was one that they got right.
Right, let's go over to Marc Brau, who's standing next to Frankie de Jong.
Yeah, we are next to our captain tonight, next to Frankie de Jong, just to commend this important victory. Hi, Frankie. How are you? Good evening.
Very good, you.
Well, I will ask you the same question than Hansi Flick, the coach. How do you value this victory? Only 1-0, but the team put a lot of soul, a lot of energy on the pitch just to give the 3 points.
I think it was not our most smooth or easy game. I think we can play a bit better, but the fighting spirit was very good. I think we suffered as a team, which gives us a lot. We kept a clean sheet, which is important, so this will give us confidence.
I don't know if we have to talk also about the other team, because Rayo played very well tonight, and you put another kind of way of playing tonight, the style that you can play in different ways.
Yeah, no, Rayo is a very good team. They are difficult to play against. They put a lot of pressure on you, and they do it good as a team. Their intensity is high. They can keep running for the entire game, so it's difficult to play them.
En castellano te pregunto, Frenkie, por el volver a ser líderes. Evidentemente,
Frankie, I'm asking you about going back to being top of the league. I mean, 1 month ago, you guys were 7 points off. What does being top again mean? Well, we still don't put much importance on it. You know, it's nice to be top, but we want to be top at the end of the season. There's still a lot of season left to go. We're happy to be top again, but we want to be top at the end of the season. You only won 1-0. Valde said at other games you win 3 or 4-0, but Hansi Flick just said that it's important for the team to grow in these sorts of games, to show their defensive strength. Yeah, it's like I said in English, you know, getting a clean sheet gives us a lot of confidence. Suffering as a team is also really good for us. You know, you can't win every game easily. So I think this sort of win gives us a big win. Good roulette at the end too, Frankie.
The words of Frankie de Jong, I tell him in Spanish that was very good, the roulette that he did just at the end of the game, just a few seconds before he was substituted. One of the captains talking with us.
Definitely was a great roulette towards the end of the game there by Frankie de Jong. And here are the highlights again of this 1-0 win for Barça. 2 things that I thought were interesting that Frankie de Jong said there. One, it's important to know how to suffer.
Yep.
The other thing was, yeah, it's good to be top of the table, but it's not important right now.
No, like the important is of course in the end. Like, I think the team has repeated, and we all know, like, you don't win the title today.
Would have liked to seen those Rafinha chances go in and have to avoid all the refereeing noise.
Yeah.
Have it be less relevant.
True. Knowing how to suffer is what they haven't really had to do at all this year, with the exception of a couple of games at the beginning of the year.
Well, Rayo.
The beginning of the year was there were a couple.
Yeah.
But normally, if you're winning so many games by 3 or 4 or 5 goals, you're just cruising along to victory, and you can bring in the young guys for the final 15 minutes. And today it was about making the right moves to ensure that you had that lead to the end.
A chance here for Lamine Yamal, denied by Batalla, who had a great game here at the Olympic Stadium. Rayo did have their chances, and Frankie said that they can run for days. They can run all game long, and it's very tough to play against them.
I think it's one of the teams in La Liga that plays better football. Like, I think what Íñigo is doing with this team is amazing, and I'm pretty sure they will end up catching one of those Europe spots.
And here, let's just look at Íñigo Martinez there, who gets blocked by the Rayo player there.
We only get one quick look at it, but it had to be.
You need to know where to look.
Yeah.
In the first half, we didn't actually know what we were looking at when they were showing us the replay. We thought it was a previous offside.
But also because the referee did like a gesture with the hands. Like,
yes.
It seemed that he was meaning the...
Yeah, I actually thought that would... I still stand by my opinion, which, I mean, I guess I'll have to go back to the game and see if it was offside. I think at the origin of everything, Álvaro García was offside, and if the flag had been raised, we'd have avoided a whole lot of trouble.
Yeah.
Dani Olmo came on in the second half. He wasn't as impactful this time as he was in the game in Vallecas, but he did set up a couple of good chances. This one for Rafinha. This came late in the game, 90th minute. Rayo could have equalized, but De Frutos' header went high and wide. while we're waiting for more reactions from the Olympic Stadium in Montjuic. The positive thing, I believe, is that we're getting more clean sheets as of late, with Szczesny being picked as the #1 goalkeeper. Hansi Flick, he said #1 right now is Szczesny. He conceded the 4 against Benfica. We looked a little bit wobbly for a couple of games, but right now, Szczesny, I'm guessing the communication is a lot more fluid right now with the Koundés, the Cubarsis, the Íñigos, the Araujos, and all of a sudden, we've got a compact unit at the back there.
And he's improving a lot. Like you can see, like he's back in shape, and every game that passes, he does more safe. Indeed, today, the clean sheet is thanks of Szczesny. He has done a couple of saves, like they were amazing, and they have a lot of the team. So I think the team is also growing with him, and that's really good because now it's when it comes the most important moment of the season.
He had a couple of good saves, that Enteca one, for example, in the first half. We had a clean sheet against Alaves. We had a clean sheet against Valencia in the Copa del Rey. We did concede in the last game against Sevilla, but yet another clean sheet today. And we're going to need to be solid at the back going forward with the semi-finals of the Copa del Rey coming up against Atlético de Madrid. Obviously, things are going to be tight in La Liga. We still don't know who we're going to be facing in the Champions League, but you need to be secure at the back if you want to win that.
It's going to be one heck of a ride in the next couple of months because you just said it. They're going to go to Las Palmas on Saturday, and then after that, the games just start picking up real quick.
It's Las Palmas, it's Atlético, it is Real Sociedad. We've got Champions League after that, and it just keeps coming and coming.
Never stops.
Yeah. Right, can I go to Marc Brau for player of the match while we're waiting for more reactions? Marc, can you give us your player of the match? And also, if you can give us your take on the game, because we really haven't heard from you in this post-game.
Well, it's because we have many interviews very quickly just after the match. I see Szczesny near from here, but I'm not sure if we're going to talk with him. If not, we have talked with Valde, with Hansi Flick, and with Frenkie de Jong, so enough players. Well, first of all, my point of view of the game, I think that it was not brilliant. It was difficult. This is one of the days we have to talk also about the team that we faced too. Rayo Vallecano played very well, and Barça, I think that maybe deserved to score more goals. We have great attempts. Maybe it was not the best day for playing, but I think we have attempts. We have clear ones. 2 of Rafinha in the first half. Lamine Yamal had another one in the first half. In the second, the Olmo one. So today, one of the best days in attack. But in defense, I think it was perfect. Okay, Rayo Vallecano had a very clear one action with the header of Jorge de Frutos at the last minute, but it was quite similar, for example, that the game against Alaves, that we did not concede a lot. Rayo Vallecano scored that goal in a clear offside. The clear position of Enteca was a clear offside, but if we take a look for all the attempts that Rayo Vallecano had in the game, there were not many. So it talks good for the team. You talk about this, the clean sheets. Barça didn't get many clean sheets in the first part of the season, and in the last games we got a clean sheet against Valencia in La Copa, we got a clean sheet against Alaves, and another clean sheet today. So this is my opinion of the game, and I think we're good. The words of Frenkie de Jong, that it's important to be the leaders, but we want to be the leaders at the end of the competition. So it's a good mentality. I will give you my votes. I will give you finally 3 votes for Íñigo Martínez. For me, he's the best player of the game. Very solid in defense. The way he played the ball from behind, was the leader, not the captain with the armband, but he was like the captain with all the team, so he deserves these 3 points. I will give 2 points for Valde. Important in attack part and important in defense, especially in the end of the games, playing very good for there. And I will give you 1 point for Pedri. Brilliant Pedri, not maybe the best performance this season, but things are happening when Pedri touches the ball, so 1 point for him.
Thank you very much, Marc. Let's see if we can hear from Tech Szczesny. Always interesting to hear from our goalkeeper who got a clean sheet today. Irati, your votes.
My votes are like, let's see, I didn't remember. 3 points for Pedri because I think like the way Barça is playing this season is because of the level that Pedri is being shown. I think he was the best, especially in the first half, like all the sparks of the team.
I'm going to have to interrupt, Irati, because Marc Brau is standing next to Szczesny.
Yeah, next to our goalkeeper, who is continuing with the good streak. When he's playing, Barca is not losing. So Tech, another important win. How do you feel tonight?
Relieved because it was a pressure game. We were given an opportunity to go on top of the table, so there's always a little bit of extra pressure. You could feel that at the stadium, a little bit of tension. I don't think we played our very best football this season as well. So happiness, but even more than that, relief for bringing home very important 3 points.
I talked with the coach, with Flick, and I asked him, sometimes when you're not playing the best way, it's important to put all that you have on the pitch. And it's important also to get another clean sheet. I remember talking with you in Valencia that it's important to get a clean sheet, 3 clean sheets in the last 4 games. So how important is this for you and for the team?
Yeah, it's important because, like I said, it gives you a chance to win these games with a small margin, to win the ugly 1-0. And we've done that twice in the last 2 weeks. So it's important. It gives you confidence that even when things are not going your way going forward, when you keep clean sheets, you give yourself a very good chance of winning football games. So that's a very positive thing from the last couple of weeks.
The last one. So in the game against Getafe, the team was 7 points behind the leader. So I don't want to ask you if the team expected to get back, because of course it would be bad. Did the team expect that could be very quickly, that you recovered these positions? How important could be this for the end of the game, of the season?
I don't think we should fall into the trap of looking too much at what's happening in the table. We're also at some point 9 points ahead of everybody else, and you could see that when you get too excited or maybe too relaxed, things can change very quickly. So we have to be at our very best in the next game, and then the game after that we have still three competitions, 3 trophies to fight for, and to give ourselves a chance of doing something very special this season. We can't allow ourselves to have moments like we did at the end of 2024. So everybody has to be focused. Everybody has to be physically, mentally at their very best to, like I said, give ourselves a chance of doing something very important.
Thanks and congrats to the win.
Right, thank you.
The words of our goalkeeper, another clean sheet for him, 3 of the last 4. So Irati will give you back the words, but I can say that this is the last player that is going to talk with us. Very happy Chesney, but I like the mentality. Sometimes Hansi Flick talk about how experienced is this player, how important is in the locker room, and listening to him, it's interesting to know which role can Chesney play with the team inside and outside the pitch. So these are the interviews, guys. Remember that we're gonna talk. The next game will be in Las Palmas next Saturday night, not party time, game time.
Thank you very much, Mark. Irati, you were going with player of the match.
Yeah, glad to be interrupted by Chesney. My 3 points were to Pedri because I think he was the best one, like bringing the rhythm to the team. Then 2 for Dani Olmo because I think he really changed the team in the second half, giving creativity and more chances and maybe allowing Barça to attack more than defend in the last minute, or at least in the last half hour. And then 1 for Íñigo Martínez. I would have given for all the defense because I think they were outstanding. When you have a clean sheet, like also I could have included Chesney, but I couldn't everyone. So 1 for Íñigo Martínez, also for the season he's doing.
But
I couldn't have said it better about Pedri. I think this season, when he's going well, Barça are going well, and he's been going well just about all season long. And he was great at determining the pace of the game today. And so for that reason, he's got my 3 points. Íñigo, as what we heard Mark talking about, what he was able to do out of the back, and also make the big plays and make sure that he could stay the last line of defense. He was vocal. He was able to make all of the right plays. 2 points for him. And Szczęsny's got to get at least a point for what he was able to do tonight. He put up a clean sheet, another one, and he's making some big saves. He made a big double save in the first half, so an extra point for him.
I fully agree with you, Spencer. I think that Pedri was one of the only players who is highlightable in this game. His creativity, his marking the tempos of when Barca needs to speed up, when Barca needs to slow down, when he can hang on to the ball, protect it, when he can feed that final pass through. He's having an exceptional season. And today we didn't see him at his best, but he was still one of the best for Barca. 2 points for Íñigo Martínez as well, because he was the one who the penalty was committed on, but also because he led that defensive line in which the team got a clean sheet. He cleared a ball that was very dangerous over the crossbar, and he's just the leader that Barca need at the back of the defense right now. 1 point for Szczęsny. probably should have given him 2 and Inigo 1 because he made some big saves today. He was it was one of his big games, one of his best games for Barca so far this season, keeping that clean sheet, making those saves, which meant that Barca were able to secure the 3 points. Total votes of player of the match: 10 for Pedri.
Ooh, it was close.
8 for Inigo Martinez. It was close. Yeah, 2 for Szczesny, 2 for Olmo, and 2 for Valde. While we're waiting for Inigo Perez and Hansi Flick to step into the press room, why don't we take one final look at the highlights of this game? This one that closed match day 24 in the La Liga, and Barca with some early chances.
Yeah, they were able to make the most of what they were given because Rayo weren't giving them much until Barca broke through and made runs at the back line. And they just, the difference in a lot of these finishes, they couldn't slow themselves down right at that last moment to make just that extra little half second of space.
It was everything too powerful. Like they were running and they were braving with a lot of energy to that ball. And also, like this season is really difficult to score to Batalla.
I think it's also important as we move along with these highlights. When we get into the second half, let's set people up to let them know what to look for when it comes to that penalty or that offside call. This was the penalty.
This was the penalty, and I mean, I don't think there's any question about it. It's
they
unnecessary.
Should put that highlight also on the
They should
offside.
have. They should have. Yeah. It's unnecessary because Batalla had cleared the ball. The ball wasn't going to get to Inigo Martinez, but you can't go fouling players inside the box. Lamine Yamal denied there by Batalla. A clear chance for the youngster. And here a chance for Rayo Vallecano. Enteca denied by Szczesny.
This was a double save from Szczesny. That was outstanding.
Nice save by our keeper, Tech, who managed to keep the clean sheet. This is the action.
Right there. So watch
Inigo Martinez. Watch Inigo Martinez.
Watch Inigo and watch Mumin. Watch when Inigo tries to go make a defensive play. Can't do it, doesn't get there. And that's the difference.
And there's the movement as well, which doesn't
would
allow
have moved and Inigo can run, like he would have been allowed.
Chances for Barca in the second half. Lewandowski sent it wide, couldn't make it 2 for him on his count here. Another chance. Lamine Yamal had his shot blocked by Mumin. Barca did have the chances, but wasn't able to convert. In the meantime, Rayo Vallecano were always a menace here. A chance into the hands of Szczesny. A chance for De Frutos. Olmo came on in the second half. Here tried to get around the keeper, wasn't able to. Rafinha's chance was denied by the keeper.
We said in the first half of that Mumin tug by Hector Ford, if it was called a penalty, it wouldn't have been overturned. If that was called a penalty on Olmo, it wouldn't have been overturned either.
Not at all, because there was contact, as we saw on one of the replays. And in the final minutes, there was a big scare for Barca. The cross by Embarba, the header by De Frutos, which went high and wide. Fortunately for Barca, that did not find its way into the back of the goal, and Barca were able to celebrate the victory and the 3 points, with Pedri being named the MVP of the game by La Liga. Right, Inigo Perez is in the press room, and I'm interested to hear what he has to say. So let's listen to a little bit of what Inigo Perez is telling the press right now.
¿Lleva usted una decepción al final por las decisiones arbitrales o considera que son gajes del oficio?
What do you think about the refereeing decisions?
No. Intentaré siempre como entrenador, es verdad que acabo de empezar, mantenerme.
Even though I've just started as a manager, I try and stay on the side in terms of refereeing decisions, whether that's in favour of us or against us. You know, I empathise a lot with them. I've got my own opinion in every game, but I'm not going to cross that line.
Mister, buenas noches. Adri Alves, en directo en el larguero de la cadena SER, insistiendo en este asunto. Solo quiero saber si usted entiende por qué
just insisting on that topic. I just want to ask you, why don't you think the referee was advised by the VAR to look at the foul on Moomin in the penalty area.
Si yo digo ahora que sí o que no entiendo, automáticamente el titular sale solo.
Yeah, but if I say now that I don't agree with it and I don't understand it, then that's the title for tomorrow, isn't it? So I'm not going to say anything.
Hola, mister. Buenas noches. Gabriel Oliver para Punto Deportivo. El equipo llegó en una meritoria sexta posición en la tabla.
The team came into the game with in sixth place, just 5 points behind fifth place. You remain in that position now. But even aside from the defeat, your team produced a really good performance tonight. I wanted to ask you that, despite the victory, is this the objective of Rayo, to produce that sort of performance? Well, I mean, right now, obviously, fresh off the game, we're obviously just annoyed not to have won the game. And the fact that we've lost it, whether we played well or badly, is not something we're thinking about right now. Obviously, we'll analyse the game, we'll see if we played. We'll draw conclusions, we'll analyse it well. I'm sure that, with the passing of time, I'll find lots of things that leave me satisfied and proud of the work that we did. But right now, obviously, I'm a little bit hurt.
No podemos estar contentos cuando se pierde.
We can't be happy when we've lost the game. That's something that every footballer and manager in this case has to have. You can't just say that we played well, that we looked good.
Sin pasar por ella. Creo que debemos estar dolidos y
I think we need to be hurt,
seguramente encontraremos
and after that we'll definitely find positives and virtues that will help us for the rest of the season.
Hola Íñigo, buenas noches. Sebastián Murcia para la Popular Sport. Yo quería consultarle por el internacional rumano Andrei Ratiu. Hoy se le vio bastante suelto y con mucho poder.
I wanted to ask you about Ratiu. Today he played quite offensively. Also defensively, he gives you a lot too. Yeah, Andre is having a very complete season, not just defensively, but offensively as well.
Well, there were some of the answers by Íñigo Pérez. They were more focused on Rayo Vallecano, the questions right now. What was interesting, guys, was his take, his stance on the refereeing decisions. He decided he was not going to talk about them.
Elegant inside and outside the pitch.
It's a relief.
Yeah.
It's a relief, really.
It's the weird thing right now, nowadays.
Yeah. It's not
respect.
The thing.
Yeah. There's respect there for that.
Definitely. And I think we should do the same thing when it happens to us. Obviously, there's anger. Obviously, there's frustration. But I think we're not making a better product by having the referees being in the spotlight, having to focus on the referees weekend in, weekend out. We're just making a worse product.
Totally agree.
Right, we heard from Íñigo Pérez, and while his press conference still goes on, we will listen to what our players had to say to Marbrau. This was Alejandro Balde right after the game.
Normal. Bé, avui s'havia de guanyar, no? S'havia de guanyar per ser líder, s'havia de guanyar per continuar amb aquesta bona ratxa.
But today we had to win to go top of the league. Yeah, we know we needed to win, obviously, to get the 3 points and go top of the league. It was a complicated game, but the important game is that we got the 3 points. It's important this, obviously, in the league. There's obviously games where you're not at your best. Yeah, maybe sometimes we give more value to games when we score 3 or 4 goals, but I think today we were brilliant defensively. We kept a clean sheet and we saw that.
Per com ha jugat el rival, per com ha anat el partit,
what was so difficult today? Was it because of how Rayo played? Because of the importance of the game? Well, I think we played really well today. Obviously, in other games you can win 3 or 4-0. We had good opportunities, but this is football. And today we defended really well. After the game at Getafe, you were 7 points behind Real Madrid. Now you're back leaders on the same amount of points. Yeah, it's true that after that game we were 7 points behind them. But we always focus on ourselves. We look at ourselves. We knew that if we carried on with this form, we'd get back.
Words of Alejandro Balde talking that if we focus on ourselves, things
Reactions there of Alejandro Balde right after the game with Marc Brau. Marc also got the chance to talk to our head coach Hansi Flick, who talked about the victory. Obviously not the happiest with the way the team performed, but ultimately knowing that the important thing today was to get the 3 points. Here's what Hansi Flick had to say to Marc Brau.
Stop! Sometimes it's also good to have the 3 points. And the end today was like a day like this. It was a tough match, hard match for us, for the players, because the opponent did it really great. So this is what I can say. And of course we have to speak about these things. We will analyze everything and then we see what we can do better.
You always like to talk about the football part, but how important is also the soul that the team showed, especially in the second half in defense. Balde told us outside that sometimes you're not playing good, but you have to put everything you have on the pitch. So are you happy with this?
I think this is a little bit different than maybe in the first beginning of the season, so when we struggle a little bit. So now we defend really with a good attitude, and yeah, it helps a lot to keep a clean sheet.
And the last one, we talked many times about the leader, but finally, after the draw against Getafe, the team was 7 points behind the leader. So how do you value the way that the team just get up for this?
No, I said in this moment, I said also we will fight till the end, and we're doing like that also. So it's not finished. Okay, we are now in a good situation. It's good for the club. I think also for the confidence for the player and of course for the fans, for the whole club. It's a big thing, but it's not at the end. It's we have to go a long way.
Thank you. Congrats.
You're welcome.
Those were the words of Hansi Flick to Marc Brau. And while we wait for him to enter the press room, which should be in the next couple of minutes, guys, a look at the results of this match day 24, which has allowed Barca to jump back into the top of the standings.
So many draws.
Positions. So many draws, yes. Can we get the results, please? Match day 24 results, in which, of course, the draws by Real Madrid and Atletico de Madrid were the ones that allowed Barca
just
to make the league.
Skip the first one, okay? Just go to the
Leganés. The Getafe win you're talking about?
Let's go to Leganés.
Leganés 3, Alaves 3. It was a 1-1 draw between Osasuna and Real Madrid at El Sadar. A game in which a lot of things happened. Atletico de Madrid and Celta also drew at the Metropolitano 1-1, and the same in the Valencian derby between Villarreal and Valencia. Also a 1-1 draw between Espanyol and Athletic Club. That means that Athletic just fall back a little bit in that title race and being the fourth leg in that
horse.
one.
Yeah.
Sevilla with a strong 4-0 win in Valladolid, 3-1 win for Mallorca in Las Palmas. Betis did very well at home against Real Sociedad, 3-0 win for them, and today Barça beat Rayo Vallecano 1-0. That leaves the standings as follows, with Barça at the very top of the table, tied at points with Real Madrid, 51 points each. 50 for Atletico de Madrid, who missed their chance to go top of the table. Athletic Club 45, and in Europa League spots, Villarreal, Rayo Vallecano stay in 6th.
Since we're waiting for Hansi, do we have the technology to look at match day 25 to see what's on the horizon?
I don't think we do, but
because
not on those graphics. But
all right, well, we can at least say it out loud because we got this 3-team title race now. We got to know who every team is playing moving forward.
Let me just pull it up. Let's go and of course remind the people that Real Madrid have a game in midweek.
Right,
which is
like a little Champions League.
I'd say it's fairly important to them.
Yep.
I think it's important they have
to
an
everybody.
advantage, but they can't fall asleep.
Yep.
The games that are important next weekend in this title race. 6:30 Saturday, Valencia Atletico de Madrid.
Okay.
Valencia.
At Mestalla.
Valencia at Mestalla, looking to jump out of the relegation zone.
Okay.
9 p.m. Las Palmas Barça. We're here on Barça Live. 1 hour less in the Canary Islands. And, Spencer, you'll know this one. Sunday, 4:15, Real Madrid.
It's true. They're playing Girona.
Real Madrid, Girona. Girona not going through their best stretch right now.
No Jude Bellingham, obviously.
No Jude Bellingham, but an important game for Girona. So big games there in terms of Barça. As we said, it's a clean week right now. No midweek games for Barça, but it gets intense as of the weekend. We've got Saturday, Las Palmas. Then we've got Copa del Rey against Atlético de Madrid on the Tuesday.
Yep.
Then, if I'm not mistaken, we have Real Sociedad on Saturday, the 1st of March. Let me just confirm that. Yes, 6:30 in the afternoon. We've got Real Sociedad at home. Then midweek, we'll have Champions League. Then the following weekend, we will have...
I'm just getting stressed.
Me mareo, tío.
Yeah. We'll just have... wait a minute. What's the... who's the opponent for that one?
Doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because Hansi Flick has just stepped into the press room, and we're going to say goodbye here. Spence Irati, thank you very much.
Goodbye.
It was a nice Monday.
Hey,
not a coincidence.
A-team comes back to win. Let's go.
Not a coincidence that it was us three, the 22-23 season, and it was a 1-0. Guys, we're back on Saturday for Las Palmas Barça. Thank you very much for watching. Visca el Barça. Here's Hansi Flick.
Catalunya Ràdio, Mireia, sisplau.
Hola, Javi, bona nit. Mireia Ruiz en directe a la TDT de Catalunya Ràdio. Avui hi ha hagut moltes accions, moltes ocasions que s'han fallat per molt poc.
Today there were many chances the Barça had.
Massa, que ha faltat interpretació col·lectiva i que per això s'ha patit.
Do you think that Barça
que podríeu patir en algun moment del partit?
are maybe lacking a bit of efficiency, maybe?
Crec que avui el que hem pogut constatar és el que ja vaig comentar durant el dia d'ahir. Som un equip, hem jugat bé, hem jugat com a equip. Ha sigut un partit dur, un partit difícil pels jugadors.
We have some chances we missed and at the end it's like that we are happy. So there are and the day like today, so we are very happy to have these 3 points. It was really hard. It was not easy to win.
Hola, Hansi, Marta Ramon en directe a RAC1. Tot i que sabem que el camí és molt llarg encara per davant, quin significat
We know that there's a long road ahead, but what significance do you give to going back top of the league?
Mantenir-vos al capdavant de la classificació donada la competitivitat que estem veient en el...
Do you think it's possible to stay here considering the competitiveness in the league this season?
So this is the same like I said before. I think it's not good to show always on the table because it's a long way. Now I'm really happy for the fans, for the club, because they deserved it that in this situation. And we always said that we're fighting till the end, and it changed nothing like that. We also have to fight till the end, and this is the way how we want to do it, match by match, and this is how we want to finish this season.
Mister, ¿qué tal? Buenas noches. Adrián Alves en directo para el arreglo de la serie Moguts de Ser Cataluña. Hoy a Robert Lewandowski ha parecido que no le gustaba mucho el cambio.
It looks as though Robert Lewandowski didn't like it being subbed off very much. Obviously, he scored the goal today. Not sure if you've spoken with him and maybe that you understand that there's footballers like Lewandowski who are so competitive that maybe they get like this. Maybe they need to understand they need to rest.
I think it's always for him because he wants to score goals and want to win. But it's my decision. I will make the decision about the team, not about individual players. So not about Levy. So I support him always. I give him always the chance to start, and I'm happy with his performance, and he scored today a very important goal. So, but I make the decision. I would change the players out, and they have to accept it.
Hola, Hansi, Elena Condis de la cadena COPE. Hoy Montjuic ha coreado en varias ocasiones el nombre de Pedri, en lo que lleva la temporada y ha jugado más minutos que el curso pasado. ¿Cuál es el secreto por haber encontrado
many times? He's already played more minutes this season than all of last season. What's the secret to getting his best form back?
¿Qué habéis hecho de extra?
What have you done extra for him?
So the physical job I don't do. This is the fitness side is Julio Toysen and his team, and they make really fantastic job. The whole it's not only the fitness coaches, also the therapist, physio. They make a great job. So we have, and this is Deco's job. He made a good job in the beginning of the season when he planned all the new experts who come and help us to reach this level and and if you see this how not only Petri but especially Petri played really fantastic. He's an outstanding player.
Hola, mister. ¿Qué tal? Buenas noches. Alejandro Segura en directo para Radio Marca. Hoy Frenkie de Jong ha vuelto a ser titular en el centro del campo. Para usted, Frenkie de Jong es titular indiscutible e inamovible a partir de ahora. Gracias.
An indisputable starter for you right now?
No, I said this I think in the last week. So I'm really happy about the level from the team, because in every position we have really great players. So and sometimes it's very easy to change this player. You can see today also when Casa came in, or we changed Eric for Cooper. This is the thing what you want, and I said also to the team, it's very important at this level, but also in this period now where we are. The end of beginning of the end of the season, so the next weeks, month, it's important to have everyone on the highest level they can show, and at the moment they do it.
Buenas noches, mister. Josep Capel de Radio Nacional. Felicidades por la victoria. Hoy otra vez portería a cero, y esta temporada en Liga especialmente les estaba costando, y ahora ya llevan unas cuantas con la portería a cero. ¿Cómo de importante
You've
es
struggled to get clean sheets so far this season, but in recent weeks you've picked up quite a few of them. How important do you think getting clean sheets is to win the league, and also does this reinforce your decision of starting Szczesny in goal as the #1 goalkeeper?
We will see. Now, today was the right decision, but at the end, it's Iñaki also made a good job before, and he's really great goalkeeper. So at the moment is Tech the #1, and then today he saved us the 3 points. This is the important thing. Clean sheets always good, and I think also you can see it changed a little bit about the mentality. To playing against the ball, to defend really as one unit, we make it much better. So then in the first half of the season, when we suffered a little bit, I think it's really we improved a lot in this moment of the game when we have to defend also, and for me today also Inigo was very important in the in the defense, and that we have the clean sheet. Víctor.
Hola, buenas noches, señor Flick. Víctor Lozano, en directo para el Radio Estadio Noche de Onda Cero. Le quería preguntar por la situación de Jules Koundé.
I wanted to ask you about Jules Koundé's situation. You didn't start the Frenchman today. Is the reason for that he came late again?
Si no cree que el perjuicio por un acto que sería de indisciplina es mucho mayor de lo que sería
And do you
necesario.
think that maybe
El equipo pierde a un jugador, en este caso Koundé, importante.
the act of benching him because he's late is a bit too harsh? For example, Barça today lost a big player in Koundé. Do you think it's too harsh?
Wow, this is, I said it before, and I think it's in a match day. Okay, you have for me before the match. Everyone as a player, when you're on the pitch, you know what to do. Okay, this is, and before we have maybe 2-3 appointment for the players, meetings, and this is very important that the players are there. And I think it's not very difficult to do this. Okay, and this is it's not only about me. It's also about the players. It's also about the club, about the fans. I will No, this is what I say now, but I don't want to say more because I want to speak with him. But you're right, he was too late. But it's a clear rule, so he cannot start, and this is what happens today.
Germán.
Buenas noches, Hansi. Aquí. Germán Buena, del diario Sport. Hoy se ha visto una imagen poco habitual de usted en el lanzamiento. Sí, disculpa. Sí, decía que hoy se ha visto una imagen poco habitual de usted.
Today we saw quite an unusual image from you. When Lewandowski was shooting his penalty, it's almost as if you couldn't look. You couldn't watch it. Is that a superstition of yours that gave Barça luck today?
Opposite. I look when penalty. That's okay. This is always I do the same like that. So also in Munich or with all my clubs, when we have penalty, I don't look there. I look also on the other side, and it helps. It helps. Not 100%, but it helps a lot.
Jordi Blanco.
Mister, Jordi Blanco de ESPN, ¿ha hecho alguna cosa mal Casado a sus ojos para haber perdido la
Has Marc Casado done something to lose his starting spot? He hasn't started any of the last 5 games. Beforehand, he was one of the most nailed-on starters. Or something happened where De Jong's gone ahead of him, like Szczesny with Iñaki Peña.
No, it's. I also speak with the Casa because at the moment it's like this because Frankie played really well. He have a good level and gives us also in ball possession good moments and this we need and of course at the moment it's like this that Frankie starts, but Casa also doing good. So it's not like this always when this play we are against the other one. No, it's not like this. We are one team and everyone has his job, and when they play they have to play good, and this is a normal thing.
¿Qué tal, Hansi? Aquí atrás, buenas noches, felicidades por la victoria. Carlos Monfort, en directo para el Twitch de Gigantes. Me gustaría saber si crees que el Rayo es uno de los mejores equipos en cuanto a juego que ha pasado por
I wanted to know if maybe you think that Rayo are one of the best teams in terms of how they played, who have come to Montjuic with how they play with the ball, how they played in transitions. Are they one of the best teams who've come here during your time at the club?
They're doing really good, and I can say it again. Nico make a fantastic job. It's really good to see how they press, and you see that there's idea, and everyone is focused on that. And also with the ball, they have got a good build up and really good. They do it great, and yeah, you can say was one of the best teams here.
Hola, Hansi. ¿Qué tal? Buenas noches. Soy Juan Irigoyen del País. Recién hablabas de la importancia de Íñigo en su experiencia.
You recently spoke about the importance of Íñigo Martínez, the importance of his experience. Is that what you need in games like this to maintain the calm in the team? Maybe that also explains Szczesny starting in goal.
Yes, I think it's very important that you have also the experienced players. So it's I think they give the whole team the confidence and we need, and you can see it in different moments in the match that they're doing really great, and it helps the team a lot, and this is why I said this also for Nico, and of course Tech did also today a really great job.
Frank.
Hola, Hansi, buenas noches. Frank Robert de Televisión Española. Nadie duda de la calidad de Lamine Yamal, es un jugadorazo, pero en Liga
no one doubts the quality of Lamine Yamal. He's an incredible player, but he hasn't scored in the league since October at the Bernabeu. Do you maybe need to speak to him and calm him down and tell him that the goals will come?
And the best thing is that you try it in the training, and he's doing that, and so one day it comes, and then maybe he scored more goals, or he scored so many goals he loves to score. So it's always about that. You have to train, you have to work hard on that, and at the end in the match you have to show it. And but he's doing good. He always try to attack, to create chances, and also to finish the action. And at the moment he has not the luck he needs. So, but it will come back.
Gràcies, bona nit.
Gracias.